Looks fine. Sounds fine. That means it's fine. Yeah, everything's going well. We're gonna do a blindfold simul. But, we're gonna do a blindfold simul in an hour, excuse me. For now, we're just gonna play the Super Blitz. Things should go well. I'm excited. I'm excited for what could happen. Hopefully they pair me. I gotta get in the, I have this extra chair here for when Kevin arrives, but right now he is taking a shower. So we do not need the chair right now. If he takes on c5, e5, I have a lot of compensation. If he checks, I go back and play e4. This position looks very good. Really doesn't look like there's anything wrong with this. Queen h5, okay, g6. Is he going to take there? e4, huge threat. Bishop g7, e4, also big threat. Knight d4, another big threat. Okay. This looks over. It looks like we're getting the victory early tonight. Knight b4, big threat. Queen c3, bishop g7, also on the table. Yeah, this position is a complete disaster. Bishop d3 should end everything. All right. 3 points. We're on the tables. We're out here on the tables. Let me check. Am I on the... I should be on the home page. I hope I'm on the home page. Maybe I'm not on the home page. Okay, I hope... eventually I hope to be on the home page. Yo, what's up? What's up, Chess? Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. This is a very comfortable position. This pawn is very weak here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I made an error. I made an error with that one. But everything should be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, this position looks fine, honestly. His bishop is pointed to concrete. Objectively, I have to be a little worse than given that I'm down a piece for 2 pawns, but it's not that bad. Haphazard blitz. I'm gonna stick my queen here. That's gonna be very annoying. Queen there is gonna be very uncomfortable. Man, I'm still not on the home page. Hopefully everything works out. Haphazard blitz. Haphazard blitz is going down, I'll tell you that much. Nice. I had to just do the discount double check to make sure the YouTube stream was on and everything. This is looking good. This knight is going to be lost sooner or later. I'm playing g4, g5. Knight d7, big threat. Knight g4, also a threat. Very uncomfortable pressure here. And g4, g5, another idea. I'm on the homepage? I hope so. I hope I'm on the homepage. Am I also on the home page or just the home page? Alright, yeah, this is over, buddy. It's time to end things. I don't see myself on the home page. I don't even see myself on the home page. Where am I? I don't see myself at all. Yeah, what's up, chess lover? Yeah, this is over. Yo, what's up, everybody? Great to see you guys. Yeah, in an hour, we are doing the Blindfold Simul. I'm excited. By the way, yeah, just in general, we're going to be switching to Saturday streams as opposed to Sunday. Saturday just works better for Kevin and my schedule. We like going into Brazil on Sundays, and it's a pain to have to come back early in the day. Where am I in the standings? I'm still really far out. Leader has 22. What? I should have taken there. That's ridiculous. That's on me. That's my bad, everyone. I should have just taken that pawn there. It was just a free pawn. This pawn is just bad now. This pawn is just in the way. This is like the worst type of the bird. But if it gets to go to e5, then everything is okay. Yo, what's up, Voron? Voron, my favorite unicyclist. Everything's going well. Just chilling. Queen h5, look at that, hitting these two. Yeah, Voron, really, don't let that affect you too much. Stop worrying about that, Voron. It's really not an issue. Yeah, I got so tilted I lost the Froms recently. I was just having a terrible day the other day. I just was getting very stressed. So, yeah, it happens to the best of us. All these things happen. I should be winning. I'm up a pawn here. I need to break through, though. Is there a way to break through? Let me go back here. I'm going to push my pawn to h5. I'm not taking the draw, man. What are you talking about? I might be able to win this. This might be a draw, but it also might be winning. Is this a... Did I really get bamboozled into a draw here? Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah. Oh. Well, no, c4 now. Oh, I might be losing this. Wow, this is a crazy ending. I would actually love to study this more. Yeah, Bullet Arena is fantastic, but Voron, Bullet is kind of bad for your chess. You shouldn't play that much. That stuff is really, really infuriating, and I just don't think Bullet is healthy. It's going to give everyone a heart attack sooner or later. I think this position might have been a draw. This position was so weird. Alright, got the win. 11 points. What place are we in? It is really fun, isn't it? Over the board these days? No, man, I'm living in Paraguay. Uh-oh. What am I supposed to do here? Let's play Queen e7. I'm going to play e5 quickly. Ooh. Alright, I'm playing this. If knight h5, I don't know what's happening here. I'm hoping things work out. This is a really wacky position. Play for knight g3. Yeah. We're talking about the family-friendly Coke, though, right? The drink for young and old alike. Please do not reference illegal substances on the stream. Thank you. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, that's what he was talking about. No, there's nothing here in Paraguay, but it's fine though. It's a nice place. They got other things. They got an arcade. They got an arcade, and I play the basketball game at the arcade, so I fancy myself the champion. This is a wacky position, isn't it? He's up 2 pawns, but it's not that clear. It's really not that simple, this one. I'm about to collect this one back. Okay, that's definitely a mistake. I could take... Let me take here, actually. Let's take. I'm going to get a second pawn here. I'm playing Carla, 87-87. Do I speak Spanish then? Of course I speak Spanish. What's going on, Theodoros? What's happening? What's happening, buddy? King e7, rook e8. This is a very strange stonewall, isn't it? Well, okay, look at this. Right here I should push his king. Alright, that's definitely an accomplishment. Can I castle? Oh, that's so funny. Castling much later. You down to come now?
Are we doing it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done to hang out.
Yeah, we can't watch any more Plum Corp.
Later. I have a lot to say about it.
Yeah, I said we'll start the simul in like an hour, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I was chill.
Yeah, the people were missing you.
What up? What up, gang? I'm doing good, thanks.
You know Voron was a girl?
Yeah, you did tell me that. That's so shocking. It got into with the age thing. Like, I assume everyone on, like, the internet is a teenage boy. Whenever I find out they're not, I'm like...
Either a teenage boy or like a 50-year-old living in his mom's basement.
Yeah,
not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's up, guys?
Florida man.
Nice. Theodoros is here also. We got the whole gang.
Yeah. I entered with only 30 minutes left, and I'm in 22nd now. You think I'm going to make it?
You can make it to the front page at the very least.
But do you think I can make it to the number 1?
What's your score?
I got 16 points. The leader has 29.
Unlikely. But I'll say yes, just to be a good sport.
Nice. Yeah, Warren does not speak like a normal woman.
I live in a basement. Don't judge me. Why do you have to poop in a sock because you live in a basement? One doesn't follow the other.
Dude, Voron... It's very hard to believe that Voron is a 30-year-old woman.
I don't judge the poop sock. I'm sorry your mom found it.
I don't think there are many women that would be open saying that on the internet.
Yeah, I'm shocked. When mommy find poop sock.
Yeah, this channel has taken a turn.
That feel when mommy find poop sock.
We don't believe you.
It's just a very confused Irishman.
Who rides a unicycle.
Is that part of the character also?
Yeah, because he goes to the gym.
She.
Yeah, of course. Excuse me.
And what you said doesn't make any sense either. Does she ride a unicycle? Yes, because she goes to the gym.
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
You go to the gym.
I'm thinking of like a 19th century gymnast, though.
I see.
Like the people who would ride the penny farthings with the huge mustaches.
Like from season 1 Family Guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I assume everything mimics Family Guy.
Yeah.
I got a nice attack here. You see, we got the pawns here. We're splitting the board in half, and I'm just going to town on the king side. You ever been there?
I've been on the opposite side of it, and I don't like it.
I meant, have you been to town?
I've been to a town.
Nice. That's what I meant.
All right, if you want to prove it, you can prove it.
I feel like that's very easy to falsify. No, Voron, we'll take your word for it.
I think Bokaru's funny.
I can't say I've met a single woman who jokes about poop socks, though.
What's up, BVI? How you doing?
BVI's doing well. I mean, I'm doing well because BVI's here.
Yeah.
You see, the board's split in half, so he's up a knight, but it doesn't do anything. Gonna play queen g4 and go for the mate. You ever played this guy, Altarius?
All the time.
Nice. How'd things go?
Kevin 11 for real, thank you. I went poorly. He hit me with his poop sock, as they say in Ireland.
Yeah. As they say on their way to the gym in
Yeah.
Ireland. As they banter between
And,
while riding their unicycles.
yeah.
All right. Apparently it banned the link, but Voron, we trust you. Okay.
It banned the link.
Voron, we're not able to read the link.
Well, if you just... Yeah, this guy is in big trouble. But how do you get the mate after he moves back?
I mean, there are too many squares.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
But
right.
apart from that, though, I mean, yeah, just going back here for a second, right? Notice that I'm just able to, like, okay, maybe the sack didn't exactly work, but it's just the idea, right? Board is split in half, so the attack is going to be practically extremely difficult for them.
Yeah.
He's going there. He's going there. Oh, no, my queen. I don't know why I did that, actually. There was no reason to do that. It's still winning, though. We still got him. I should be hurrying up, though. I shouldn't be playing with my food. We only got 16 minutes on the clock here.
Altarius sounds familiar. I don't know what that's from. I think there's a character or something.
No, it's a Pokemon. Or Altaria.
Yeah, that's probably what
Altaria
I'm
is the
thinking of. That's what I'm
Pokemon.
thinking of. That Pokemon stinks anyway.
You didn't. What did she evolve into? No, that was the evolved
that's
form.
like the
Swablu.
cotton, yeah, Swablu. I hate Swablu.
You didn't like Swablu?
It looked like it's supposed to be powerful, and then it wasn't very powerful at all.
But it's in the clouds.
Yeah,
It's
I guess that's part of the reason. I think the design's supposed to be like clouds, but to me it just read as like cotton.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, I don't want a cotton candy Pokemon.
You think a cotton candy Pokemon would be weak inherently?
Yeah, there's a cotton candy Pokemon in the newer gens.
Man,
The newer gens
I
are
wouldn't
terrible.
know. I wouldn't know.
There's like a keychain Pokemon now.
Oh,
It's just a keychain.
that's so stupid.
There's like an ice cream cone one too.
The last generation I played was the one where one of the legendaries was that robot that could turn into everything. Rotom or whatever his name is.
I think it was Generation 4, maybe 3.
Yeah, Diamond, Pearl.
Yeah, Diamond
Platinum.
Pearl was good.
It was okay. It wasn't as good as the others. There were a ton of legendaries though in that one. Cresselia. There was that lawnmower one. I guess I'm thinking of the same one, but
Yeah.
what am I doing? I thought it was his turn. Okay, Queen F7.
Regigigas was cool.
That was in Sapphire.
I think all the Regis are very cool. I mean, Regigigas is obviously the worst, but even his design's cool, even if his power level is terrible.
Was he in Sapphire? You had to get all three of them to get him, right?
He might have been in like the third one that came out. Like it's like Diamond Pearl, and then
Yeah, I know what you mean.
it must have been something. There's always a third one.
Yeah, I know. Sapphire, Ruby. What was the third? Emerald?
Ruby and Sapphire was Emerald, but
Emerald.
was that the third one that had the Regis?
Sapphire definitely had Regis.
So yeah, it must have been an Emerald.
I remember that. You were expected to, like, know Braille. But of course no one actually learned Braille. You just looked it up, like, what the hell is this signal supposed to mean?
Another example of the blind getting special treatment.
You're supposed to, like, understand that the Braille meant to, like, go behind one step and another one step and then just use this random, like, strength or something. I'm never gonna be able to figure that out.
Yeah. It makes you feel bad when you can't figure out the puzzle in a game for babies.
Yeah. Were we expected to know that? Like, I just Googled it.
I also just Googled it.
How are you expected to figure that out? I'll just consult my Braille dictionary. My Morse code emporium.
You have to ask a blind friend. I don't know if I've ever known a blind person, to be honest.
You never met one?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Do you know a blind person?
No.
Where are they hiding?
Somewhere. Evidently in Ireland.
Is Voron blind also?
I think she said that at some point. No, I'm just joking, Braun, I know. She's definitely not blind. Yeah, he's almost a GM, actually. I played against him in Spain. He's Venezuelan, but he lives in Spain. This guy's, like, legally blind. He can, like, barely, like, see a foot ahead of him.
Yeah.
But, like, he's never going to be allowed to drive a car or anything like that. Like, His vision is like 2% of what a normal person's is. It's crazy though. He's almost a GM.
That's good. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's a giant difficulty, I'm sure.
I beat him twice in Spain.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm proud of that.
I mean, you should be.
Helping out the community.
Is that good? You can't treat him with baby gloves.
Yeah. No, when I beat him, I was 2,200 and he was like 2,400. He's very strong though. He's like, I think he did everything. Oh, I'm getting mated. I wasn't paying attention.
It's the old Kevin joins the stream and lose some games.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh, we got another From. Babbage Roman.
Yeah, it's a giant disadvantage. So, good for him.
Yeah. So this is crazy. Someone else played this against me recently, and I didn't do this, but this is +2 for white. Believe it or not, it's just winning.
That's surprising. It looks so terrible.
But no, you have like literally you have such a huge center. This center is enormous.
I get it because you've explained this, and I've seen, like, I believe it and I understand it, but still, it looks so bad.
Yeah, at first.
Yeah.
But what really happened? What's up, Queen Spawn? Queen Spawn, Strategic Play is a great book, but you should only be opening it if you're like around 2,200, 2,300. That is a very, very intense book. Take everything I said in that interview with caution. You ever read Strategic Play?
Every night before I go to bed.
Nice. Yeah, Italian Machine knows. I had a lot of food at the mall, but they gave me the bad type of steak though.
It is variable.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the really tough steak today. I was only able to eat one of them. A classic situation in the From's Gambit. Who do you like here?
You, because I know you have some plan against the Froms, but...
I'm also up a piece.
Yeah. That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still got my
everything's straight
center.
off. Yeah.
The From. I don't know why the From upsets me so much. It makes my blood boil. Oh, Mr. Loma Loma. You know what? Can you recognize that name, Mr. Loma Loma?
No.
That's that song that Adam Sandler movies. Mr. Loma Loma.
I have no clue what that is.
It's in all Adam Sandler movies. There's not an Adam Sandler movie where you wouldn't hear this song being played.
I'm sure then if you played it, I'd know it, but it definitely doesn't sound familiar to me.
It's whenever like a hot girl walks in for the first time.
No
and
clue.
Adam Sandler just stares at her awestruck.
No clue what this is.
You know the type of scene I'm talking about, though, right?
Sure. But
Every single movie has one.
He should come on the show.
I don't know why he doesn't.
I've been waiting a while for him to hit us up.
You think he's going to?
No.
You think Randall Times is going to hit us up?
I would love that. He's too busy getting Black and Milds.
17 seconds. Who's going to take this one?
Technically, Mr. Lover. Does that mean you're just a very big lover, or you love lovers? Or both?
Maybe that's just his name. You like that trick?
Got him.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
Your boy playing with his food. 7 minutes? I don't think I have a chance. Yeah, 14th place. I'm not going to...
The goal's just to be in the top 10.
For you, maybe. The goal for me was to win.
Yeah, but you failed that goal, so we're looking for a new goal.
I wanted to win.
Yeah, but you failed that goal.
Well, we got 7 minutes. It's not over.
Yeah, maybe everyone resigns immediately.
Why don't I just pre-move all my moves? Maybe then that will change.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, he's an IM. Exactly.
No, I'm terrible.
You'll be an IM in no time.
With a positive attitude, anything's possible.
You see how easy this position is to play?
Yeah, baby could do it.
Mm-hmm. Just throw your pawns forward. It's simple.
It's a game for babies.
Mm-hmm. That's what it be. That's what it be, and that is what it do. Just throwing my pawns forward. Yeah, sooner or later someone will play the From, and you'll get some free elo. Don't worry.
Now that I've been playing the F4 more, I do understand people that say the Froms isn't bad because you really do need to not mess up. I've lost to it multiple times.
Yeah. This is the first time you told me. You've been ashamed to admit it.
Yeah.
No, it's something that it is a minefield. I made that very clear in the video. It's a minefield once you learn how to traverse the minefield. I would say, if you're playing an experienced bird player, it's a terrible choice. If you're playing someone who somehow or another you're certain has not played the bird much before, then it could be a reasonable choice.
Like the game you just played, that was against the From, right? That you would have to make those moves. None of those moves were natural at the beginning.
Yeah.
So while it's technically, I'm sure, you're correct that it's good, it's certainly not the natural moves.
I mean, at the same time, though, he was just lost.
Yeah, but to get to that position is not easy.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, but it's playing with fire, though, because if someone does walk the...
Yeah, no, I get that. I totally understand, the theory of everything. But I'm just saying, the reality of it, and until you've reached the point where you memorize those lines, it is difficult to, find the net. Just, with your intuition, to see the moves, it's not easy.
Yeah.
That you're winning by moving your king to the center, in move 4, is most people aren't going to find that without researching beforehand.
All right.
I'm saying I love the Froms.
I really hope not.
No, I don't. But it is tricky. It is tricky to play against. When my
Yeah.
opponent plays it, I'm scared.
You gotta I think once you play against it 15 times, just play against it and literally just do the game reviews whenever you play against it. If you just study it 3 times after you've lost to it 3 times, you shouldn't lose to it a 4th time.
Mm-hmm. I haven't lost that many times, but I don't play it that many times.
Oh, someone else wants to give us some free points. What is the move here? Yeah, you just need to get the first move correct. The first couple moves, but mostly the first move. Oh. Yeah, it's a little tricky, but I can't respect it.
Yeah, your level is going to be a completely different sort of mindset than mine.
Yeah.
Playing something that's not sound but crushes people that haven't done the research is a very good strategy at lower levels.
Yeah, normally I would endorse that strategy. I just really dislike the positions for both sides. I think they're just disgusting for both sides. Black, it just has no strategy, and white, I also just don't like having to walk a minefield as well. I just don't think it's fun for anyone, pretty much. I don't know why anyone plays it. Because, I mean, okay, of course it's good that it makes white uncomfortable. In that sense, it's a good opening for black, but I would also just be extremely uncomfortable playing the black side as well.
Yeah.
I'm opening everything up. Whom is that? My church friend, you remember?
Which one? The girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She messaged me saying that they were expecting me at the church. I never said I was going to be at the church today.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Apparently they were having a party in my honor or something. They were expecting me. They were expecting us for some reason, even though I gave them no indication that we were going to be there.
That is annoying, but I'm not surprised.
We're the gringos.
Yeah. That just comes with the territory to an extent, so I'm not going to be a baby about it, but I do hate that kind of thing.
We never said we would show up.
like going once, now I'm obligated to like go forever.
Yeah. No, I do like them.
Yeah, no, but that's not the issue.
Look at this. I'm clearing the way. I was hoping to hit them with the check. They're very nice people, though.
Yeah. The problem's not them. It's just, I mean, one, I'm just not evangelical.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a bigger issue as well. But anyway. Ooh, how am I gonna finesse this? He's taken with check. I go here. My king's safe. Mouse in the house. No. Don't worry about it. It's just someone was inviting us to church. We had gone to church once before. And it turns out they were expecting us to just keep going. Even though we had given them no indication we were going to show up again. They're very nice people, though. Look at this. He's completely dominated here. Nothing can move. He's stuck. He's completely stuck. Look at this. Are you seeing this, Kevin? Rook can't move. Knight can't move. Yo, thanks for the follow. I am Joe Prelo. Thanks for the follow. Both of these rooks dominate the knight. So one of them is going to be able to move and the knight is still going to be stuck. Yo, what's up? I am Joe Prelo. No, but Paraguayan churches are very, very nice people. We have nothing wrong with Paraguayan churches.
Yeah, no one did anything bad in the story. I just don't like being obligated to do things I didn't agree to.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, bro. Ooh, we got a little nice checkmate. You see your boy?
5 is good.
5th place.
You
Look at how everyone else had like a huge amount of games.
Yeah.
I'm over here slaving away. I got 9 games. This guy had like 20.
Wait, so that'd be 4, 5. You would have won if I didn't come and you lost that game.
Yeah, probably.
You would have had 41 points.
No, I would have had maybe. No.
5 plus 2 plus 2. 9 more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I would have, even if I had tied with this guy, I would have gotten better tie breaks. They favor the guy who's played less games. Yeah, that domination was insane. Yeah, we'll start the Blindfold Simul. I guess we can open it up now. We're going to be favoring subs, though. So, if you're a sub, you're almost definitely going to get in. If you're not a sub, assuming all the subs don't take the spots, then we will be giving y'all the rest. I'm going to try to play 8 players. Hopefully it's going to work, because last time I did 7.
Sure.
You think I can manage it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only time we ever had like serious issues is when it was all the same opening.
Yeah, no, the F4 stuff was really, really confusing. I think everything is good.
What's the most you've ever heard anyone doing on a simul?
Dude, have you ever? You don't know the record?
No, blindfold, not just simul.
Yeah, what do you think the record is for blindfold?
20.
No, it's an insane number. I met the guy who did it. He's pretty nuts. You have to be pretty nuts to do it. Timur Gureyev, like 60. It's insane.
He must be like a savant.
He had to like ride a bike because your mind is just like going at an insane speed. 60 games?
That's crazy.
70. Voron says 70.
That's crazy.
It's so insane. Yeah, so if you are currently a sub of the stream, you get priority. I guess we're going to let... There's some way... Rosen was telling me that there's some way we can have, like, Leechess filter out the Twitch subs so that we see...
That's cool. You talked to him?
Not recently, but at some point he told me that it was possible.
If I could play a lot more, I'd lose them all. Nice.
That's good.
I could lose like 1 billion at a time.
All right, Voron is definitely a sub. Yeah, Voron, thank you for subbing all these years.
Friend of the show. Whoa, years.
No, maybe not years, but 3 months.
1/4 of a year.
Yeah. Yeah, and for a Simon's account, you need to win 80% of the games, otherwise they just don't count it because you could just pump the numbers up then.
BVI, he's in.
Definitely. Yeah, BVI must be subbed currently. BVI, you're definitely a sub at the moment, right? I think you must be. Let me check. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He always is.
Someone just subbed.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Queenspawn, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
I love Queenspawn. Queenspawn, whenever I play the bird, he posts this.
Nice.
Yeah. The wings of the bird. Alright. What is adrenalectomy, by the way? Is it like a procedure to get blood out?
Well, it would be, I assume it takes your adrenaline out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So to have your adrenal gland removed, I suppose? As people do.
Sounds painful.
It's very common in Ireland. It's like Irish circumcision. They get their adrenal gland removed.
That's awful. Wanted a grimdark name. Voron. I feel like Voron deserves her own like television series. A very unique character.
Maybe she does in Ireland. We wouldn't know.
Maybe it's really
Irish celebrity.
Who's a famous Irish woman? Is Jennifer Connelly? Maybe it's Jennifer Connelly. Maybe she's watching the stream.
That'd be cool. I don't even really remember who that is.
That's the black-haired girl in like Blackheart. Like,
I know who it is, kind of, but in my mind, I'm just
like
imagining Demi Moore.
Blood Diamond, Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. She does look like Demi Moore, which is why I'm imagining Demi Moore.
She looks very much like Demi Moore. Very pretty.
Yeah. Looking like Demi Moore is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Congrats, Voron.
I can't think of that many Irish. I mean, there's probably like multiple Irish women who have been in movies that I didn't even know they were Irish.
Yeah. Queenspawn, how do you join? You gotta join the.
Wow, thank you, Ness, for the sub.
This is working.
Thank you so much.
I didn't expect this to work. I didn't expect people to give us money, even if it's just $5.
No, we appreciate it very much.
Yeah, this is the Simul. So, yeah, let us know your username. If you're subbed, you are definitely in. We got a hype train. I don't think anyone's
A
gonna...
one chest, that's the guy that just subbed.
Nice. Yeah, you are definitely in. Francisco says accept him. What do you think he means by that?
Just accept him as a person. I accept you, Francisco.
We accept you, Francisco. This is getting up there. 133 members.
Nice.
I'm thinking of like once a week, sending out like a YouTube update, like just sending like the best video because I can do it. I can send to everyone.
Yeah.
Watch this YouTube video.
Yeah. There's absolutely no reason not to do it. What's this guy's name that said he subbed?
Is that you, Mr. Loma Loma?
Aoins. We're looking for Aoins, but I don't see him in the list.
Yeah, we can see that you're a sub. What is your username, good sir? Kaisu's the second? Okay, well, maybe we might be able to get to you. We do not see you in here, good sir.
Maybe he's trying to get in the group.
No, I updated it. Yeah, you gotta join the team, Eoins.
Nice BVI.
Thanks, man.
It's freezing up in New York.
Oh, we broke the record for this hype train.
Nice.
It is cute, honestly. Like, as much as we rag on Twitch.
Yeah.
You're deaf man from... Oh, Voron. Yeah, apparently Voron says that she writes things here.
Only lunatics do that, I've noticed. I've never seen a productive conversation in the chat room. Alright.
Nice.
And I just gotta join the Simul.
Oh, Queen Spawn is Pawn Detective, sorry. I was missing that. Alright, we got 5. I guess we'll leave it open another 3 minutes for subs. Yeah, I think there's some other people who aren't in yet, but they're subbing to the channel, so maybe they'll come. But yeah, it's looking like everyone who's waiting has good odds of getting in.
Yeah, 3 out of 4.
What do you think my my opening should be for this one?
You're going to mix it up, right? Because that makes it easier?
Yeah, much easier.
Are you always white?
Oh, yeah.
So, bird plus...
Yeah, thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bird...
We're making money.
Hippo.
No, dude, the hippo... The hippo would be terrible to do, because the hippo... No, the hippo is just so insanely complicated, and their bishops attacking things on the other side of the board, and... Another problem with the hippo as well is that you need to memorize like 15 moves before anything starts to happen. It's not good. Can you play in the simul?
Who just left?
Definitely. Someone left. Eoins. He's bored. Eoins, where did you go? QGA. QGA's a black opening though, where I'm playing white most of the games. I'm playing white all the games, actually. Otherwise, that would be a very good idea. Alright, Eoins, this is the last time we're accepting you. Stop. People get so bored, they just click X.
Yeah.
It's just something to click.
Who's the guy that wanted to play? That was in a Nick... Was it? Nexil. I can't pronounce that. That's not in English.
Ness Sexley. You gotta join the team, buddy. Ness Sexley. Also, maybe... I thought maybe someone messaged us on YouTube as well, but they didn't. Alright, nice. Someone's singing on the party bus.
I guess that just never stops. But it didn't start until Christmas time.
Yeah, but then it re-upped. It re-upped this week. Someone knew. Randall Times bought the bus.
I don't know Paraguayan holiday schedule, but it seems that there's always a new one.
Yeah, Paraguay is weird. Paraguay is cool. BVI, you're gonna have to come to Paraguay yourself if you want to see the party bus. I talked to Kevin. It's a technical nightmare.
We could take a picture of it for you and film the outside, but we cannot stream from the party bus for multiple reasons. We already get enough complaints about sound issues on our channel. Having blasting Latin techno music as we drive around the city is going to exacerbate.
It would also get us demonetized as well. YouTube flags that.
Yeah. That's added to the long list of reasons it's never going to happen. Although it'd be a ton of work and only BVI would like it. I like you, BVI, but come on. You gotta meet me halfway. Is that a bus to a rave in a warehouse or something? No, it's like a bus covered in like
Christmas
flashing lights that families drive around the lake near our house in.
Yeah, and there's also just like a brigade of cars that follow it around.
Yeah, and they honk. And then there's often like costumed characters in it that will occasionally get off the bus and like do a flip. Well, that was more of a Christmas thing. It doesn't seem to do that anymore.
Only the Grinch was offering that spectacle.
No, there was like the Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann was also doing the flips?
I don't think it was technically Raggedy Ann, but it was a Raggedy Ann-like character. It was a very mysterious thing. And then the families just are on the bus of this lake that they see all the time, and then they just seem to like look out the bus. And they love it. The kids do look very happy on it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I'm getting the random number generator. It's time to go. We gotta put that... I gotta get the sound... We'll get the stream deck back out for next time.
Yeah.
The cleaning ladies put it away.
They couldn't take the humor.
Yeah. Alright, we got 5 people. I'm doing the random generator.
Did we ever get that guy that was sub that want to be in? Nexil?
He's not a sub. He's, I don't know what this is, but it's not...
Oh, I see.
It's not a sub. Okay, so Francisco is in. 5 is also in. 2 as well. Wait, Arsenal fan Richie. That's are you a sub? Arsenal fan Richie. I think he's a sub. He takes priority, of course. But Arsenal fan Richie, you gotta. Okay, he left.
No,
he's still here. All right, we'll give Arsenal fan Richie 15 seconds to type something in the chat. I think at one point he definitely was a sub. You remember Arsenal? This is Claude.
Yeah, back from the grave. It's a miracle.
It's time to go.
He'd be the strongest player in here by a lot. He's not bad.
Yeah. All right. Arsenal fan Richie, apologies. You had time. All right, let's switch.
Thank you for the follow, whoever.
Yeah. We gotta switch seats. I got my sleep mask on. I've been wearing this to bed. It's been helping with sleep.
I bet. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it blocks everything out. But then I'll just wake up and it will just be halfway across my bed.
Like I said in Alaska, when I had like blackout blinds, I slept like a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna be able to give any help. Yeah, just click start.
All right, so game 1, adrenalectomy.
Oh, yeah, so there's no point in telling me before the first move. So just play D4 in half of them and E4 in the other half. Just alternate between D4 and E4.
I think, just let me ask you, because then...
All right, yeah, I guess tell me. Adrenalectomy?
Yeah, D4.
Okay, yeah, D4.
Francisco.
Oh, I just realized, I'm sorry, Voron, you said I should play the bird, but I didn't. Okay, Francisco. Francisco's in 1,000, so I'm going to just try to beat him very quickly. I'm going to play E4. We need to go for I'm going to have to beat some people very, very quickly.
BVI.
BVI also E4. Unfortunately, I know BVI, he's a student. BVI's a student, and I know that positionally he's very strong, but tactically he's super weak. I'm going to just try to set the board on fire and rise from the ashes in less than 20 moves.
Aoins.
Eoin's D4.
Hossam.
Hossam, what's his rating?
1811.
Alright, we're playing D4.
Pawn Detective.
What's his rating?
1672.
Alright, I'll also play D4. I think now I have 4 D4s and 2 E4s.
Alwyn Chess.
What's his rating?
1918.
Oh man, I'm stuck. I'm in a pickle. I guess I have to play E4.
Cusus the second.
What's his rating?
1479.
Nice. E4. Yeah, the people with ratings under 1,000 or under 1,500, I've got a death wish on you.
Francisco C5.
Knight of 3.
Aoins D5.
I played. What's his rating, by the way?
1659.
Okay. I'll play C4.
BVI C6.
Yeah, BVI plays the Caro. BVI plays super strategic stuff. I need to figure out a way to set the board on fire with him. What am I gonna do? I need to play the most. The problem is I've already set his repertoire up to avoid all of these pitfalls.
We'll put him to the test.
No, but there's some variations he knows too well. All right, I'm gonna just play mainline. Hopefully he's forgotten. D4.
Cusus E5.
All right, Q-Su's I'll play. I played E4 first move, right?
Correct.
Knight of 3.
BVI D5.
BVI, I'll play Knight C3.
Pawn Detective Knight F6.
Especially in these opening moves, just tell me move number. So that's move 2, right?
That's move 1.
He.
D4 was you, and then Knight F6.
Oh, Knight F6. Okay. I'll play I'll play pawn to C4.
Adrenalectomy D5.
I'll play C4.
Hossam C6.
That's move 1, right?
Correct.
I played E4, right?
D4.
D4. Oh. All right, we're playing E4. We're taking him into the Caro.
BVI D takes E4.
I'll take with my knight.
Aoins C6.
Okay, that's move 2, right?
Correct.
I'll just play normal Slav. I'll play knight C3.
Hossam D5.
Some D5. That's move 2, right?
Correct.
And he played C6 move 1.
Correct.
Okay, I'll play knight C3.
Pawn Detective G6.
That's move 2, and he played knight F6 move 1, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's give me like the first couple moves. I'm gonna be doing this a lot just to make sure that I get everyone together, all nicely oriented in my mind. Okay, I'll play knight c3. Queen's knight out, baby.
Francisco d6.
That's move 2, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll play. We're gonna go straight for the money. I'm gonna play d4.
BVI, knight f6.
Knight f6. Okay, I'll take.
Knight takes knight.
Yeah, knight takes knight.
Yeah, it's the only thing it could take. Qsus, knight c6.
That's move 2, and he played e5, move 1, right?
Correct.
All right, I'll play. We're gonna go with the. We're gonna go with the Roy Lopez, bishop b5, the Spanish game.
BVI, e takes f6.
Okay, I'll play c3.
Hossam, d takes e4.
D takes e4. I'll take with the knight.
Pawn detective, bishop g7.
Okay, so that game was d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, right?
Correct.
All right, I'll play pawn to e4. We're gonna take the full center.
Qsus, knight d4.
Oh, that's Bird's defense. That's that's the other opening named after Bird. It's not good though. Yeah, it's not as good as Bird's opening. I'm thinking about making a chessable course on this one as well, just taking over the Bird estate.
That'd be cool.
Okay, we gotta. I'll take with the knight. Knight takes d4.
BVI, bishop d6.
Okay, I'll play bishop d3. I'm just hitting BVI with super mainstream theory. I don't think he's gonna know what to do.
Francisco, c takes d4.
C takes d4. So I would normally take with my knight and go for an open Sicilian, but with Francisco, he's 1,000. I gotta take some shortcuts here. I think playing 8 people in long games is gonna be too taxing. I'm just gonna try to get him with the Mora Gambit. So we're gonna play c3 here. We're going for it.
Aoins, knight f6.
It's knight f6.
It's move 3.
Move through. Oh, and that was the Slav defense, right? d4, d5, c4, c6, knight c3, knight f6.
Correct.
Okay. All right. We will play e3 there.
Pawn detective, d6.
That's move 4, right? And he's fianchettoed his kingside.
Correct.
All right. We're gonna play knight f3.
What's up, Audacious Andy?
Yo,
Sorry, knight f3?
Yeah. How's Audacious Andy doing?
He said hello to me specifically, so I had to respond.
He didn't say hi to me?
I'm sure he meant to, but you're busy.
Also, just check the camera. Make sure I'm in the vid. Like, am I in it?
1 second. Yeah, we're fine.
All right, good. Yeah, just let me know. Just check that periodically.
Now you'll look shorter than me for a change.
Nice.
In the little chair. Francisco, e5.
Francisco e5. Okay, I'll take with the pawn on d4. C takes d4, please.
Pawn detective, castles, kingside.
Okay. There are a lot of moves I can play there. This is mainline King's Indian. This is a really beautiful gambit. Or not a beautiful gambit, but beautiful defense. I'm gonna... What is this guy's rating again?
1672.
Alright, I know what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with something that's gonna test his knowledge of theory. I'm gonna play bishop e2.
Bishop e2.
That's one way that stronger players can just really play bully ball with weaker players or just less experienced players. They just play mainline theory and they assume that the opponent hasn't read everything.
Alwyn chess, e6. It's move 1, so I haven't been at this one much. It was e4, then the e6.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I hadn't remembered that name. Okay, so here we'll play d4.
Adrenalectomy, e6.
That's also move 1, right?
Move 2. d4, d5, c4, e6.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go with I'll play Catalan there. Knight f3. I'm playing Catalan against you, Voron.
Qsus, e takes d4.
E takes d4. Alright, I will play Castle Kingside.
Francisco, e takes d4.
E takes d4. He should just be worse here. I'm going to take with my knight. His pawn on d6 is really weak now. And he also has a weak d5 square.
Hossam, bishop f5.
That's move 4, right?
Correct.
Alright, I'll play... We're going to... I hate this theory. This is mainline theory in the Caro. I try to avoid this if possible. I'll play knight g3. We'll just go for it. So it's the knight from the center over to g3.
Yeah, I got it. Francisco, bishop e7.
Bishop e7. Knight c3. He's not putting his knights on the golden squares.
Hossam, bishop g6.
I'll push my pawn to h4.
I'll win chess, d5.
Okay, we'll play knight c3 there. Classical main line of the French.
Qsus, c6.
c6, attacking my bishop. A sneaky fella. Bishop... The bishop could retreat to pretty much any square here and be better, but bishop c4 is supposed to be best.
They should say the blindfold is much better than the t-shirt. Thank you for asking. Hossam, h6.
Okay, wait, Hossam... Alright, yeah, I remember that. h5. Keep attacking his bishop.
Aoins, bishop f5.
Bishop f5. I'm going to take on d5 with the pawn. Not the knight, the pawn.
Yeah.
Sir.
Hossam, bishop h7.
Alright, I'm going to play... I cannot remember what to do here. Bishop d3. Or no.
I've moved. So I moved
Knight f3. I think bishop d3 hangs the pawn on d4. Better to avoid that.
I'll win chess, d takes e4.
Knight takes e4.
Francisco, knight f6.
My brain is on literal fire now. I think I'm going to be able to do this, but 8 is definitely the limit. Sorry, what'd you say?
Francisco, knight f6.
Knight f6. All right, I'll play bishop b5 check. A probing check. Asking him what he's up to, you know what I mean?
That's right. Adrenalectomy, knight f6.
G3. Kingside fianchetto, baby.
I'll win chess, bishop d7.
Bishop d7? Okay, do you know what this variation is called?
Of course not.
Think of Goldfinger. The James Bond movie.
The Dutch.
No, it's Fort Knox variation.
Nice.
Yeah, the idea is you put the bishop on c6. He wants to put the bishop on c6. Okay, so I'm going to play knight f3.
Qsus, d5.
Okay, Qsus, this is the... Okay, yeah, I understand. I'll take with the pawn. E takes d5.
Francisco, knight c6.
Knight c6, that looks like a blunder. I will take with the knight on c6. That has to be a blunder.
Hossam, knight f6.
Knight f6 is also supposed to be a mistake. He's supposed to play knight d7 to stop my knight from getting into e5. You see that?
Makes sense.
Yeah. I'm playing bishop d3. I'm in it for the money.
Bishop d3.
Yeah, it's good to oppose his bishop on h7. That's sniper.
I'll win chess, bishop c6.
Bishop c6? Okay, I'll play bishop d3 to defend my knight on e4.
Francisco, b takes c6.
B takes c6, okay. We'll take with the bishop on c6 with check.
Qsus, c takes d5.
Okay, I gotta just replay those moves in my head to make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, I'm gonna play rook e1 check. I'm going for all the marbles. Rook e1 is check, right?
It was.
Okay.
I've removed it. Francisco, bishop d7.
Bishop d7. Okay, I'm going to collect the mango on a8. Bishop takes a8.
Bishop takes a8.
Against Francisco. He blocked it.
Yep. Sorry.
There's no mango?
Hossam, bishop takes d3.
Okay, queen takes d3.
BVI, castles.
Okay. BVI, I'll play queen c2. I'm attacking that pawn on h7.
Qsus, bishop e7.
Bishop e7, okay. I will throw... I'll move my bishop back to b5 with a check.
Aoins, c takes d5.
Queen b3.
Hossam, knight bd7.
Okay. I'll castle there. I hope I can castle.
You can.
Nice.
Francisco, queen takes a8.
Okay. Alright, I'll castle there.
A1 chess,
Yeah.
knight d7.
Knight d7, okay. I'll castle.
BVI, rook e8 check.
I'll block with the knight on e2.
A1 chess, I don't know why I can't say that. Knight g f6. Am I saying that correct? Should I be adding like knight g to f6 or something?
Yeah, knight. Yeah, that's correct because otherwise I don't know which knight it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, read exactly as the notation says because every letter is there for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll. It's a very interesting position. Play rookie. Or no, sorry, no. I gotta think about this one. Okay, I'll take on f6. We're taking, baby.
Knight takes knight f6.
Yeah, knight takes knight.
Francisco, castles.
All right, Francisco. I'll play bishop g5.
Bishop g5. Yep. Hossam, e6.
Okay. By the way, how's the clock looking?
Totally fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, let me know when we get to like 15 minutes. Then I really need to rush. I was rushing too much, but I should really focus on keeping the positions.
This
really
game,
clear.
for example, we're at 24 minutes. So we're totally fine.
That's actually we're getting quite low, but so don't worry, it's fine. When we get to 10 minutes, then things are gonna really start to heat up. But okay, anyway, here I'll play rookie one. Everyone's down to 16 minutes though. Start telling me how much time they have, because the idea is I didn't give anyone increments, so they should also be getting low.
We just got to Francisco. It's 19 minutes for them versus 23:40 for us.
Yeah, so Francisco's not taking any time. They started at 20 minutes.
Yeah, and just rookie. He moved rook e8.
Okay, rook e8. We'll take on f6 with the bishop.
He took back, but we switched to the next game.
Okay.
Adrenalectomy, bishop d7.
d7. That's move 4, right?
Correct.
Alright, we'll play bishop g2. That's a wacky move, Voron. I'm not sure you're playing the catalog correct.
Francisco, bishop takes f6.
Okay, we'll take with the queen on d6.
Hossam, bishop d6.
Okay, bishop d6. My last move was rookie 1, right?
Correct.
Alright, I'll put my knight back on e4. Knight from g3 over to e4.
Yep. A1 chess, queen takes f6.
That is supposed to be a famous mistake. Yeah, all in chess, you got to study your lines better, because that's a very famous. Or maybe that's not a blunder. Sorry. There's a really classic blunder that happens. That's very much like. That's very much like what he just played, but I guess it's not technically. Yeah, never mind what I just said. All right, that's an interesting move. Queen takes f6. What could be the idea? All right, I don't know what to play here. He has a good position. I'll put my bishop back to e2. So bishop from d3 to e2.
Yep. Francisco, queen c8.
Queen c8. Okay. Yeah, he's getting clobbered. Knight d5.
Knight d5.
Knight c3 to d5.
Yep. I got it.
Right in the heart of the position. Slam it in.
Adrenalectomy, bishop b4 check.
Bishop b4 check. Okay, I'll block with the bishop on d2.
Francisco, bishop e5.
Bishop e5. Francisco's dropping the whole house. I'm playing knight e7 check. He's giving me the whole house.
Hossam, knight takes e4.
Okay, I'll take with the queen on e4.
Adrenalectomy, bishop takes d2 a check.
Okay, I'll take with the knight.
Which knight?
The b knight, the queen's knight. b1 to d2.
Francisco, king h8.
Okay, I'll take his queen on c8 with my knight.
It's a good move.
Thanks, man.
Hossam, knight f6.
Knight f6. Knight f6 is also a good move. I'm going to swing my queen over to h4. The swooshing sound.
Francisco, bishop takes d6.
Okay, I take his bishop with my knight. I'm snacking everything.
Aoins, queen b6.
That's move 6?
Correct.
Nice. Queen b6 is a mistake. That's supposed to drop the pawn. Knight takes d5. He was supposed to... Yeah, that position is very difficult. He's supposed to sack the pawn with knight c6. So knight takes d5, yeah.
Yep. Francisco, rook e6.
Rook e6? Can't I just keep snacking? I'll take on f7. Yeah, knight takes f7. Let's get snacking.
Adrenalectomy, queen e7.
Queen e7. Queen e7?
That's what I said.
Okay, yeah, castle's kingside, sorry.
Alwyn chess, h6.
h6, okay, interesting move. Alwyn chess is playing a really spicy game, if you ask me. I'll put... Yeah, this is very tricky. I'll push my pawn to c4. Queen takes is a really spicy move.
Francisco, king g8.
Knight g5. Yeah, we gotta clean up with Francisco.
Qsus, bishop d7.
Bishop d7. Okay, I just played bishop b5 check, right?
Correct.
Nice. This is an interesting position. You see, those doubled pawns in the center are just going to be so weak later on. Oh, I got a really spicy move here. You ready for this?
Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
Queen g4. Super spicy. I'm going for g7. I don't care about the bishop. He can take the bishop.
All right, queen g4.
Yeah, I'm taking that apple on g7.
Nice.
You see that?
Yeah.
And he can't take my queen because of the pin.
That's very cool. Francisco, rook g6. He just will not give up.
Rook g6, yeah, he wants the mate. He sees my time ticking. My time ticking is like a seductress that he'll never be able to actually court. f4.
f4.
Yeah, just defending the knight. I'm gonna go for a checkmate in the back rank.
Pawn detective, a5. Let's move 6. Okay.
Yeah. Pawn detective. Oh, yeah, that's the kingside fianchetto, right? We have a lot of time in that
Correct.
game, right?
It's 1805 to 1824.
Oh, damn, our time's ticking down. All right, a5. He played a5.
He played a5,
and he's castled, right?
correct.
Okay, I don't know what he's up to. This guy is playing some really sneaky stuff. I'm gonna castle here. Let's just castle. Wait him out.
Francisco, bishop b5.
Bishop b5. Oh, sneaky guy. Let's move the a rook to c1. We're deliberately hanging the f1 rook, so he can take, and then we'll checkmate next move.
Adrenalectomy, castles.
All right. Okay. How much time do I have in adrenalectomy?
1740.
Damn. Y'all are gonna have to start taking more time if you don't want me to start flagging on all these games. Okay. There. Queen c2. Yeah. Queen c2.
Francisco, king f8.
He saw it. He saw
I
it.
might just have the stream on.
All right. Okay, we're checking on c8. Check on c8. We need to finish up with him soon.
Hossam, knight d5.
Knight d5. Okay, he's threatening a queen trade. We'll put the queen on g4.
Aeons, knight takes d5.
Knight takes d5. We'll take with the queen.
Take the knight?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be fine. I mean, from what I remember about the theory, this should be good.
No, just there were multiple things you could take, so I want to make sure I didn't mess it up. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
no,
a
not the
judgment.
queen.
Yeah.
We snatched in the knight.
Francisco, king e7.
Okay, move the f rook to c1. Francisco, it's time to go.
BVI, f5.
F5? No, BVI. You're supposed to play H5 there. That's the theory. Oh, BVI. Okay, F5. F5 is a crafty move, though. But F5, no, I'm just going to take on F5 with the bishop. Yeah, we can just snatch that.
Pawn detective, knight a6.
Pawn detective, knight a6. Let me gather my thoughts. I got to remember which game that is. Okay, wait. That's the one where I took on D5, right? Or no, that's E1. Oh, pawn detective. Which one? What was my last move in pawn detective?
Castles. I'm just going to give you a hint. It's,
Oh, no, that's the kingside fianchetto.
correct.
Yeah, alright, yeah, sorry. Knight a6, okay. Yeah, all of this is starting to make sense. Alright, the idea is he's waiting for a moment to play e5, and then he wants to be able to put his knight on c5. So I will play... I'll play h3. Put the pawn on h3 there.
BVI, bishop takes f5.
Queen takes f5. We got a snack.
Francisco, bishop d7.
Bishop d7? Yeah, wait, yeah, can you, Okay, so bishop d7, push the pawn to e5.
Push the pawn to e5.
Yeah.
BVI, knight d7.
Knight d7. Okay, knight d7, we'll play bishop e3.
Pawn detective, queen e8.
Queen e8. This guy's playing super tricky stuff, but sooner or later he's fanning the flames. You know what I mean?
Kind of. I can imagine from context.
Okay, here we're going to play bishop e3.
Bishop e3. You got it.
Yeah, let me also just know what, like, if we get below 10 minutes on any board, we need to go off auto switch and just steamroll them.
Okay. BVI, knight f8.
Knight f8? Okay. I'll just castle kingside.
Francisco, bishop takes c8.
He wasn't pinned?
No.
Oh, I thought my rook was on c7. Okay, no, we're taking back with the rook then. Can you stay on Francisco? Don't click off auto switch for a second. You know where the button is, right?
Yeah, I'm off it.
Just make sure the stream is still lined up perfectly though.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Francisco, king d7.
Okay, Francisco, you're going down. We're gonna play rook c5. It would be really diabolical if he just waits.
Yeah, and he moved. H6.
H6. Okay. We will play. We'll play knight e4.
King e7.
King e7. Push the pawn to f5. It's time to go, Francisco.
Rook g4.
Okay, rook g4. Sneaky guy. Rook g4. Okay, we'll put the knight on c3.
G6.
Okay, knight d5 check.
King d7.
Knight f6 check. Grab that apple. Grab the mango on g4. Knight f6 check.
He resigned.
Nice. Okay, good. We're done with one.
Yep. Adrenalectomy. Knight c6.
Knight c6. Okay. Yeah, Voron, you're not supposed to put the knight there and the queens in the Catalan. It doesn't tend to go well because you can't play c5 ever. I should stop lecturing though. I need to hurry up. Pawn to a3.
Pawn detective e5.
Okay, I'll play d5.
Aoins e6.
E6. Okay, we're gonna play. All right, that's move like 8, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll play queen. I'll play queen b5 check.
Queen b5 check. Adrenalectomy e5.
What? He could do that there? Wow, I did not see that. Adrenalectomy, you are playing with the gust of 1,000 winds. Okay, there. I'll take on d5. Hopefully that works. Pawn takes d5.
Yeah, I took it. Pawn detective c6.
Yeah, I'm realizing now I should have given myself a lot more time. This is going to get really, really risky. Everyone's playing instantaneously, right? We're down to like 15 minutes, I would assume.
12 minutes.
Damn, yeah, we're going to lose some games. Guys, unless you want to flag me on all the boards, you're going to have to start taking your time. Alright, so c6... c6, okay, I'll play knight d2. Knight f3 to d2.
Aoins, queen takes b5.
Bishop takes.
Alwyn chess, queenside castle.
Queenside castle. Alright, yeah, that's sneaky. I'll put the queen to b3. Yeah, move the queen out there.
Aoins, knight c6.
Knight c6. Let me know if there's any game where we have more than 20 minutes.
I'll let you know. We'll go through normal, but I'll let you know if I see that.
Yeah. Okay, knight c6. Put the knight on f3 now.
Adrenalectomy, knight takes d4.
Knight takes d4. Alright, I'll take with my knight.
BVI, queen c7.
Yeah, now I learned my lesson about this. I need to just set up much more time. I thought 40 minutes would be more than enough, but okay, queen c7. I should protect that. I'll put the pawn on h4.
Adrenalectomy, e takes d4.
Knight b3.
Hossam, queen f6.
Queen f6. Okay, we'll push the pawn to okay, actually no. We'll put the knight on e5.
Aoins, a6.
A6. Okay. Bishop a4.
Adrenalectomy, bishop a4.
Bishop a4. Okay. That does not look sturdy long term. Queen c4. Or no. Wait. You didn't. Did you play it?
Nope.
Okay. Rook d1. Rook a to d1.
Aoins, b5.
Bishop e3.
Qsu's, g6.
G6. Oh, he saw my idea. Oh, but look, we're gonna snatch anyway. We're gonna play bishop takes bishop, and then queen takes d4.
Adrenalectomy, knight g4.
Knight g4. Okay. You said knight g4?
Correct.
That looks wacky. Rook takes d4.
Rook takes d4.
Yeah, rook a d1. Isn't the rook on d1?
Yes. Wait, so rook or knight?
Not the knight. The knight is pinned. Rook d1.
Yeah, I thought you said knight takes. So
No.
I want to make sure that I didn't accidentally. Hossam, queenside castle.
Queenside castle. Okay, pawn to... Yeah, this is really tricky. Pawn to c3.
Pawn detective, knight d7.
Did knight d7. Okay, yeah, we put the pawn on g4 now. Pawn to g4 here.
Adrenalectomy, queen g5.
Queen g5. She's really going for it, but what? No, I just take on a4. Rook takes a4.
Q-Sues, queen takes d7.
Let me. Is there any? What game do we have really low time? We need to start.
This one's at 8:55.
Okay, Q-Sues.
Do you want me to take it off auto switch and just play them?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to start doing that with at least 4 of these boards.
Queen d7.
Okay, queen takes d4.
Queen takes d4.
Yeah. It's not possible.
No, I took it. F6.
F6. Okay. Pawn to, or sorry, knight c3.
Queenside castles.
Queenside castles. Queen takes a7. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I have to do this because everyone is just playing, like, in 10 seconds.
Bishop d6.
Bishop d6. Pawn. Knight takes. Knight takes d5. If he takes on h2, take with the king. Alright, go to auto switch. And yeah, click it off after we get to the next game.
Aoins, rook c8.
Okay, rook c8. We will play castles.
Bishop d3.
Rook e1. Yeah, guys, just for future reference, next time, you're given 20 minutes to use some of the time, not to just try to flag the guy giving the simul.
Bishop b4.
Bishop b4, bishop d2.
Bishop e7.
Rook ac1.
Castles.
Okay, rook takes c6. Rook takes knight. And then follow it with knight e5.
I moved knight e5.
Nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna get flagged on a bunch of these games, guys. Yeah, if you want to flag me and win the game on move 10 on a flag, then keep playing instantly.
Rook c8.
Rook c8, knight takes bishop on d3. Ooh, how much time are we at there?
6:40.
All right, let's auto switch again.
Adrenalectomy, queen h5.
Queen h5. All right, she's just going for the mate. We'll play h3.
I didn't take it off auto switch. So I'll take it off auto switch. We're on Hossam now.
Yeah.
Rook dg8.
dg8. This is going to be... How much time do I have?
5:25.
Guys, you're going to beat me on literally like 5 of these games, okay? All of these people have like 17 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I just don't know why. What is the point of a simul? It's just the flag. I shouldn't be getting upset though.
It was our bad for sending the
Yeah.
time the way it is.
Okay, rook g8.
You live and you learn. It's all right.
Yeah. Bishop d2.
Bishop d2.
Yeah. Is that the party bus?
I think it's just some idiot with a car.
Okay, yeah. So did he make? Did he move?
Bishop d2. Oh wait, no, yeah, no. So want me to auto switch?
Yeah.
Or just leave the okay.
Yeah, I honestly like. Next time we get to Hossam, just resign. I can't. I'm gonna flag on literally every single game.
Adrenalectomy, knight f6.
Knight f6. Okay, knight f6. All right, rook c1. Rook f to c1.
Yeah, I got it. Knight takes d5.
Can't I take with bishop? Oh, I guess. Wait, no. Sorry. She's her queen is defending it. Rook to a5.
Rook to a. c6.
e4. Yeah, I think I just need to choose like 3 games to play because I'm gonna flag on all the others.
Queen g6.
Queen g6, pawn takes d5, and when she takes our queen, take with the rook.
C takes d5.
C takes d5. Rook a to c5. Yeah, turn off auto switch. Go.
Turn on auto switch? It's been off.
Oh yeah, turn on it. Sorry.
Pawn detective, knight a c5.
We're just gonna have to resign. There's just no way I'm gonna be able to play him. Like resign against him and Hossam.
BVI, rook e6.
Rook e6. Okay. I'll push my pawn to h5.
No, it was on auto switch.
That's okay.
Qsu's bishop takes h2 check.
King h1 or king takes. Yeah.
Adrenalectomy, rook a e8.
Rook a e8. Okay. Bishop takes d5.
Qsu's queen takes d5. I mean, yeah, queen. Yeah, queen takes d5.
Okay. Pawn to d4. No, stay on Qsu's.
Okay.
We're gonna get 2 wins. I think we're gonna beat Qsu's and this Francisco and lose literally. There's no way. We're gonna get flagged on every single game.
Knight h6.
Against Qsu's played knight h6. Okay, bishop f4.
Knight g4 check.
King g1. We're down to like what, 2 minutes?
2:30.
Yeah, Yeah, I learned my lesson. Next time we're gonna put. If I just put on like 30-second increment for us, that would be enough.
Yeah, you live and you learn. Rook d6.
Rook d6. Okay. Rook d6. Rook e7. There's gonna be mate on the board.
Rook h d8.
Queen A8 mate. Nice. Okay, we got 2 wins. How many more games?
3. Oh, 4. We're at BVI with 1 minute left. I'll stick on him if you want.
No, I resigned that game. I'm losing that as well. Like, there's just no way.
BVI, you play him enough in real life. You'll play him later.
Yeah.
Adrenalectomy, 1 minute left. Resign it?
This
one looks like pretty... There's nothing
it's definitely winnable, but there's just no way. I can't... No, 1 minute I can't win that.
So what do you want to do?
Like, just... Is there any board that I have, like, 3 minutes on? Did anyone...
We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds on an all-win chess. And Adrenalectomy. And...
But there's still a 4th board. What about the 4th board?
All-win chess? Eoins. Eoins is 56 seconds.
Alright, yeah, I guess... Yeah. No, it's my fault. I learned my lesson.
Let's just go after Adrenalectomy and see if we can...
There's no way.
Yeah, there's 30 seconds left. Whatever. But, play for 30 seconds if they want. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, I need to just remember that everyone on Lead Chess playing Simuls is just trying to flag.
I don't think they're trying to flag. They're just not being considered. They're not thinking about it.
But they got 20 minutes. That's what I don't understand. You have 20 minutes. Why are you only... Should I just give them 5 minutes to begin with?
No, I mean, the issue is we should just give ourselves, infinite time.
Yeah, but then they complain when we get infinite time.
Right.
Not them specifically. They're great. They're nice. But I've had people complain.
But they could shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to flag you.
No, it's fine. I made my own bed with this. I could have changed the settings.
There's always next week. We'll got people,
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, guys.
It's Jover. You want to beat him with your eyes to make you feel better?
No. No, he played well. This queen takes f6 is a good move. That's crazy. The light hurts.
Yeah, that was a bloodbath.
Yeah. We got 2 wins.
Yeah, sorry to upset you. I always play fast. No, he knows you guys aren't trying to do BS. It just is what it is.
Yeah, no, I got to give myself much more time.
Yeah, that was our bad.
I learned my lesson. Yeah. Yeah, that was a quick simul.
Too quick, one would say.
Yeah, it went from 40 minutes to 20 minutes very quickly.
What were we doing last time? An hour 20, I think?
Yeah, much more. For some reason I thought, last one we only had 60 to 30. But the difference was that we immediately finished, 2 games quickly. And also, 60 minutes is 20 minutes more, right? If I had 20 minutes in all these situations...
Yeah, especially, I think that there were 2 games at the end that were still relatively complicated, but, the game versus Varan, for example, was, there's no way that was going for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys got the win this time. Enjoy your win.
Yeah.
We'll crush you next time.
Yeah. Last time I went 7-0. This time it was bad. What, 2-6?
That keeps the people coming back.
3 wins. Someone resigned.
The last guy was just being polite, I think.
Yeah, that's nice of you, man. You're definitely...
Friend of the show.
Yeah. This queen takes f6 is crazy. I didn't know. There's a famous trick here that's this. But this doesn't work here because they can have this. But normally, though, their queen is trapped. There's another version of this where their knight is here, and then if they take, you're scooping up the diamond.
Yeah. I feel a bit low now. I don't feel like it was an achievement. It's just it's all relative. You're definitely going to lose on certain times. And now we know...
Yeah.
We know how long people can last against Raven. This is where we're all finding out the sweet spot.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Yeah. So you know that you could beat Raven on time with that time constraint in a simul.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do better. Yeah, the 40 minutes, that's surprising though. I think it was also just me dawdling around. I feel like the 40 minutes just flew by, and it went to 20 minutes very quickly.
Yeah, when it was at 25 minutes, I thought that's so much time, and then it turned out to be not that much time.
Yeah, you said we had a lot of time, and then you said 25 minutes, and I was like, oh no, that's not good.
Yeah.
Do another one, no blindfold? Yeah, tactics and aggression.
Yeah, you could definitely do that with no blindfold, no problem.
Yeah. No, we could do one again. Yeah, we'll do one again. This time, though, I'm giving myself a lot more time. You gone for good, or are you just taking a break?
I'll be back.
Nice. I'm taking the nice seat.
I'll be back in shorter again.
Nice. Clock initial time, 20 minutes. I'll give everyone 10 seconds. Actually, no, 20 plus 0, but this time, I think it's exactly the same, but this time I'll instead plus 20 minutes and 30 seconds per move. That should be more than enough. Simul redo. No, guys, really, I'm just being salty because I've had bad issues with the Flag Brigade in the past. That's just the only problem. It's not, to be clear, it's not you guys. It's not you, it's me. In the past, there have been guys who like literally like orchestrate in the chat room that, oh, we're gonna flag this guy, we're gonna do all this stuff, and yeah, it's been frustrating. No, BVI, the theory there is H5. That's very tricky. I deliberately played that against you because I thought you probably weren't going to remember. We definitely talked about that at some point, but it's not the main line. No one plays that against you, so we didn't focus on that. Voron, don't worry about it, man. What are you talking about? Voron, I could never get mad at you. Everything is good. No, it just brought back bad memories of the Flag Brigade. There were other simuls where people would there would be ringleaders just orchestrating everyone to just play super quick. And that was frustrating. I ended up banning those people though. That's definitely not sportsmanlike. But yeah, so long as you're just playing quickly but it's normal and there's no ill will behind it, there's not a problem with that. I'm just being salty. 10 minutes in the yeah, I should. All right, we'll start in like 10 minutes. Ooh, I forgot about this. Yeah, I can send everyone the team. I can send everyone in the team a message. I really love Lee Chess. Guys, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Is it normal for me to just treat the Lee Chess teams like a Discord? Because I feel like I can do that, and I hate using Discord. Discord is so frustrating for me. I ended up just wasting all my time reading random comments from people I don't know on Discord. But, like, Lee Chess teams, I feel like it serves the same exact function as Discord. It really do be like that. The Flag Brigade. Nice, we got a lot more people in. Voron, that's so funny. Voron, that's really silly of you. Voron, you can't... You have to stop dishonoring your Irish heritage and saying doo-doo in the chat so much.
Yeah, Irish people are not known for their own vulgarity.
The Irish are a proud people.
They're supposed to be the classiest people on earth.
They're a proud, potato-loving people.
Everyone knows they're known for their etiquette. I'm gonna make some tea. I'll be right back.
Nice. The Birds is definitely bad. Birds defense is definitely bad. We're not talking about the Birds opening, but Birds defense, clearly bad. Weirdly enough, in college I spent a lot of time playing it. I just like that you could play it very quickly. You could throw your knight at people. But it's, no, it's very bad because you're just way behind in development. Checkmate we, let's get snacking? That's good. That's worthwhile to get banned for. Nice, we got another member. Another person on the team. How many things we got? We got 144 members. This is amazing.
Now you'll do the Kevin makes chit chat while you're doing a non-blindfold simul challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be simple. I love this Lee Chess thing. I sent out a message. I sent out the bat call to everyone.
How many can you do? What are you comfortable doing with in non-blindfold?
Non-blindfold, I could do like 100. No, okay, not 100, but I could do like 30 or 40.
Yeah.
This is 20 plus 0, but I gave myself 20 minutes. It's the same, but then I gave myself 30 seconds, which makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Per move. How to join the team? You got to join the team. No other way around it. You got to join Birds of the Board. Join the Birds of the Board. We're at what? 17 players? Nice. This is going to be amazing. Sooner or later, I'm going to have the biggest team on Lichess. How big is Jigalko's team? How big is Jigalko's team on Lichess? Jigalko's team is probably like 10,000 people or something. You only get 7 a week now? I'm fine with that. 7 a week is more than enough for what I need to do. I need to advertise like a few simuls and maybe advertise 1 or 2 YouTube videos. So it's literally perfect for me. It's exactly like a Discord. I don't really like streamers battle. I mean, I don't know. I've never been big on it. Yeah, definitely. You're definitely part of my flock. Nice. Nice. More people for the bird team. The bird flock. Is the person you played Blindfold Simul with? You gotta go past in the chat. Your father? What are you talking about? No, that was Kevin, the editor. He's just a friend. Yeah, Voron, we've established that. That's been established for a very long time, that you've been banned from the chat. Thanks for the follow. PP and Pampers, thanks. That's a good one. Is that the party bus? You gotta be kidding me. That must be the party bus. I think it is. I see the lights.
Yeah.
That isn't... They're still there? That is crazy. They're still there. When is this bus going to close? Yeah, BVI, you have a date with Destiny on that bus. Was that the party bus?
I believe it was.
Oh, that's crazy. But it's nearly February.
Yeah. BVI, Raven told me a little bit of the situation. You gotta tell your wife, I gotta go to Paraguay and see the party bus. It's time for her to go with the program. She needs to see the party bus also. She can come too. She'll love it.
They'll treat her very well.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome in Paraguay.
I'm sure she would be like a second honeymoon. Going on the Paraguayan party bus.
That would be so strange, honestly, for like a normal New Yorker.
Yeah.
It would be a great experience, though.
Yeah. I've got to get on that bus.
I think he will at some point.
Yeah, you got to get on the bus.
He's going to make it. He's going to make it sooner or later.
Can all the Irish descend on Paraguay? Yes.
Definitely.
All the Germans and all of the Italians at previous points in history have descended upon Paraguay.
Voron, I think marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, marriage.
When you find the right person, you just need to find someone else to rage over bullet with.
Yeah.
I could definitely see you meeting your prospective husband on Lichess. In a band commiseration team.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Nirav Nair.
I hope BVI wasn't listening on full volume and then I got his wife mad at him. BVI,
No,
he
he definitely knows we meant it in good spirit. No, I love BVI.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. We will get him on that party bus at some point. We'll drive that bus to New York if we have to.
Yeah, if you guys come, we'll drive the bus. I sacrificed my GF for chess. I hope not literally.
Burnt offerings.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Not a friend of the show.
Yeah. What's a normal New Yorker? You know, like a lifetime New Yorker. Like,
Someone who doesn't want to go to Paraguay.
Well, that's most of planet Earth.
Yeah.
That's because they don't know about Paraguay. Paraguay rocks.
Paraguay's actually awesome. Like initially I chose this country just because it was close to Brazil. I'm very happy with my choice, though. In the end, they don't speak Portuguese here, so I still do want to emigrate to Brazil, but Paraguay's a very close second. The people have a unique innocence and purity to them.
And then, like, I've been reading this Paraguayan history book, and it's been like that essentially since the beginning. And their history is a lot less brutal than the rest. I mean, up until the 1870s. But their history of, like, colonization is a lot less negative than most of the other Latin Americans. Like the initial governor was very pro, like peace with Indians and not enslaving them, and there was never like any African slaves here.
Yeah.
It was like a place of general peaceful coexistence, all things considered, compared to like all other colonial places.
Yeah. I love Paraguay. BVI, I think that would be a great idea, and like Portugal is definitely more close to like New York.
Yeah, it's like normal,
Yeah.
European, the West or whatever.
No, and Portugal has great tax benefits. I'm happy to hear that.
It's like a common place for retired expats, I think.
Yeah, do you know they have like some rule that you don't have to pay any money on taxes or anything? It's really, really nice.
So where do taxes come from?
From like people who've been living there for more than 10 years. The idea though is that their system is so bad in terms of like their aging population that they're just desperate for anyone to immigrate there.
But he's aging. Why would they want more aging people?
Just the way it works, they just need money, and they need anyone who's just happy to stay there, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the golden visa, exactly. No, they have fantastic tax benefits.
That's awesome, Maiden Power.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it.
I saw you saying you will move to Dude, that is from a very long time ago. I was living in Belgrade, up until a certain lawyer ruined how could I put it nicely? This lawyer...
Botched it.
Yeah, she botched it. So, in the end, I was able to choose Brazil, which I don't really have a visa for yet, but, what is a 2,500 signing up for? Come on, shame on you. Who was that? Shame on you. Come on. This is higher than my rating. That's... Psycho Helmet Club, come on. I like his emoji. We're in Brazil, south of Brazil. Love Brazil. Huge friend of the show, Brazil. I do love Serbia though. I've been missing Serbia honestly, but like I don't know. I think like Serbia, when I'm there for like a few months, I start to get sick of it. That doesn't happen to me in Brazil. That doesn't happen to me in Latin America.
I personally would prefer Latin America to Europe.
Yeah. No, Eastern Europe is a different vibe though.
I do know that.
Western Europe is like America, and it's if you're into the American culture, it's a good choice.
I get the difference. Like I'm not thinking of like comparing like France to Belgrade, but just like Latin America, I think I'd get the general. I'm more in line with their culture.
Yeah.
Which makes some sense. America is like right there.
Yeah.
They definitely have influenced in American culture. Where like there's similar.
You think it's closer to American than Europe?
No, but I do think that like that there are going to be influences on you as an American that you share with Latin Americans that. I'm not saying Latin America influenced America so much, but there are similar things in both of them because they both share.
Oro Preto. Where's
like Latin American colonial culture?
Where's Oro Preto? Where is that? I've never heard about that. Yeah, of course you're able to watch the stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, Psycho Helmet Club. I'm not playing 2500s. Nice, man. Dude, we're filling this up.
Are you sure you want to give yourself a bigger increment?
Oh, yeah. I'll change it. Yo, look at this, though. This is... I was talking to someone on the chat about this. We're going to turn this into, like... This is literally going to be my Discord, pretty much.
Yeah, nice.
I'm allowed 7 messages a week. So I just send them a message about my YouTube video.
There's, like, a limit on the number of messages?
Yeah.
Oh, because they get, like, an email?
No, yeah, they get a notification up here on the...
Nice.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Ever been to Portugal? No, I think I would hate the Portuguese spoken there. There's a very big difference between Brazilian Portuguese and Portuguese. Portuguese is relatively exotic. I think BVI, if he does end up realizing that dream, he's going to have a fantastic life there. But yeah, Brazilian Portuguese takes the cake. Well, Sir Milora, I am 2500 on Lichess. So what do you mean by that? Choose your words carefully. I guess we'll start in like 5 minutes.
I take it Mr. Loma Loma is Portuguese?
Mr. Loma Loma, are you Portuguese? Dude, come on, you gotta admit it, though. You gotta admit it.
All I know about Portuguese people, besides being good navigators 200 years ago, is that they now can fish and can sardines.
Yeah.
I think they're like still good fishermen.
No, Portugal is pretty awesome, honestly. I just think, like... And they did teach the native population of Brazil Portuguese, and which gave birth to the most beautiful language on earth. So they did a lot of good things. Have you heard their version of Portuguese, though? It's very different. It's like all the... They're just like half of it is coming
I'm
out
sure
of
I've
their
heard it
throat.
in my life, but we've gone through. I don't care about what you do.
Respeito.
If I heard, I wouldn't think anything of it. I don't think the grammar is different.
No, the grammar isn't different. It's just like Chinese, or it's like British English versus American English.
Who's Camos?
Camos, probably some writer. I don't know him though. I know Assis. You ever heard of Assis? This famous Portuguese writer.
No. How do you spell it?
Assis.
I'm trying to think if I've ever read a Portuguese book. I don't believe I have.
I got a bunch in Portuguese. You're gonna have the
Those
time
are
of your
Brazilian
life.
books. I never read a Brazilian book. I guess I read the Brazilian history book. I suppose is maybe Brazilian. I don't know. But in terms of like Brazilian literature, I've never read a Brazilian novel.
How many languages do you two speak?
Like 1 1/4.
Yeah.
He speaks what, 4?
Well, I mean, I speak English, Portuguese. I'm pretty fluent in. You could count Spanish as half.
I would count Spanish. No, I count Spanish as full.
No, I can't explain myself. I can't explain myself profoundly.
But I don't think that's what you need to say. Like, you're very functional.
I can get around. But I want to do more than getting around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I still would count it.
I want to be speaking poetry to the basketball arcade machine.
Whatever he says, count Spanish. I've seen him speak Spanish multiple times. He's fine.
I'm also relatively... I'm at the same level in Chinese, so I guess those 4 then. And English, of course. And then maybe like a quarter of Turkish, Serbian, Russian. So 4 and 3/4. You blundered in Portuguese? If you blundered in Portuguese, they call blunders churrascos.
Doesn't it mean something else also? I think I've heard that word used in a different context.
I just think the Brazilian accent is way more beautiful, but I think the Portuguese is definitely a fine language. Mr. Loma Loma, you really prefer the Portuguese accent, though? Even I think I've met a lot of Portuguese who even they admit that the Brazilian accent is much better. Sounds like a soup. How do you think you say soup in Portuguese?
Saup.
Nice.
Is that right?
No.
What is it?
It's the same as caldo, but you just change the O to a U. Caldo.
Well, I'm surprised it's so different than Spanish.
It's written the same. It's just they every single.
I thought in Spanish it was sopa.
Sopa, no, but the one we've been getting is caldo.
But isn't it also sopa?
Yeah, but sometimes
Is one like a stew versus
I
soup?
think no. Okay, you could probably also say Mr. Loma Loma. Let us know. He's the expert on Portuguese. Capivaradas, yeah,
I like that. That's fun.
yeah.
Capybaras rock.
Which word do you prefer, soap or?
I mean, sopa is easier.
Yeah.
Sopa Paraguaya.
Sounds too musical for you? You didn't like in USA, or you were attracted to South America? A bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's a long story.
Culturally, we're just not a great fit. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my answer. I would say culturally, I'm not a perfect fit, and I prefer some aspects of other cultures and want to live in them.
Yeah, culturally, I agree with you on that, but then also just the language is beautiful. The people are friendly. The culture is less focused on money, which I really like.
Yeah.
It's just a bit less focused on money. It just seems like literally everything in New York revolves around money. Perhaps I'm extrapolating based on just what I've experienced in New York, because I haven't experienced much of what you have in the rest of America.
No, it's definitely like in New York, it's way more acute, but it is generally an American issue.
Ni kanta dong chuka ma. Yes, I can understand that. I'm getting back into Chinese. I know a lot of Chinese. Chinese used to be my best language.
How many characters do you think you know?
I used to know probably like 3,000,
That's good.
4,000, something like that. Yeah, I was big on the Chinese. Really love Chinese. I'm getting back into it. I got that $3 an hour tutor.
How many do you need to be considered proficient in reading?
I don't know, man. Apparently they're like 50,000 or something.
That's
that
a ridiculous
exist.
system.
There are 50,000 that exist, but I assume like the average man knows like 5,000.
That's much more manageable.
Isn't the pursuit of money a basis of the American? Yeah, but there's an extra. It's just such a focus, though. It's more like everyone wants to make money in every country around the world, and literally everyone on Earth wants to make more money and have more resources. But it's such a focus. There's never a focus on enjoying the present, and it's always a focus on just what can I do to get ahead.
That's like a real thing, and I just would say that, like, yeah, everyone wants money in the world, but to that be considered essentially the goal in life is not a universal value. For that to be the highest virtue is not a universal value.
Also, they don't care as much about family. Like
I grew up valued.
Yeah,
sure.
I grew up in a family where like my aunt was in Michigan, my uncle was in California. There's just no amount of closeness.
Yeah, Americans have large family issues. I mean, that's just largely a Western thing at this point, like atomized, because that's not.
Yeah, it has to do with the individualism.
Yeah, exactly. It's not necessarily a direct derivative of that money issue, but they're related.
Yeah.
But yeah, it comes also from that like generally hyper individualist culture that I think leads to unhealthy communities.
Yeah. No, I think that like there are a lot of tenets of individualism which are good, but it's just been embraced to such an extent that it's led to unforeseen consequences. Like, I don't feel close at all to my uncle. Like, if I saw my uncle, I'd feel very awkward speaking to him. There's no, like, closeness.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to start the simul. Yeah, not too much time for vacation. That's another thing that I really can't stand about America.
And yeah, I believe the American.
I mean, I guess that applies to most people, though. Most people who have to work across the world. But it's, I don't know, man. America, they just beat their workers to death, though, I feel.
Yeah, America, it's a tough life, especially because you're from New York. Like,
yeah, America is like America to the extreme, or New York is America to the extreme.
Yeah.
Europe is definitely different. I like the laid back aspect of Europe a lot more.
I like this podcast.
Play 960 chess events? Definitely. I love 960. Yeah, Mediterranean Europe I enjoyed a lot. Mr. Loma Loma, I don't think Portugal counts as Mediterranean.
It's literally on the Mediterranean.
No, it's on the other side.
Oh, yeah, you're right, it's not.
It's on the Atlantic.
I would say it still counts, though, because it's in, like, Spain's sphere of influence.
It definitely has the culture. I don't think you could ever consider them Mediterranean, though. They're not on the they're on the Atlantic. They're just on the Atlantic. Oh, wait, no, is it the top? Is it the top left or the bottom left? I think, okay, no,
they're the top left.
No, they're the bottom left. I think there's a little portion that's on...
They used to control Gibraltar, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, no, so that's Mediterranean. Oh, they don't anymore.
I don't think they have any land in that area. I mean, certainly the Portuguese guys are going to know more than me, but I don't think they control any of that area anymore.
Does your family miss you? No. I don't really have a family. I have a mom in New York and a dad in Turkey. I have the classic American family.
Is that ironic? That's definitely not the classic American family.
It's close.
No.
Your parents are on other sides of the world. One is on one side of a continent, the other is on the other side of a continent.
Yeah, but the way you phrased it is very specific.
My dad's family is in Australia, my dad's in Turkey, my mom's in New York, and I'm going to be living in Brazil, the normal American situation.
There's not an Mediterranean coastline. They need to take back the Straits of Gibraltar.
Yeah.
They need to conquer Morocco.
Yeah, a Portuguese re-expansion, friend of the show.
Yeah. But ironically, also Morocco, friend of the show.
Yeah. I've had good and bad experiences in Spain. I've been to Spain 7 times, though. I'm not going back. I've just had way too much Spain in my life. I've had enough Spain for like four lifetimes.
I've never been to Europe. If I go to Europe, I'm definitely... Italy's number one on my list.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, we live in Paraguay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be settling in Brazil. That's been well established. Never Italy. I lived in Spain and Turkey. This guy wants to go to Italy to see his pops. Or no, your
My
granddad
ancestors.
lives there.
No, I don't have any family there. I mean, I have extended family, but not anyone that's like closely related.
But with your last name, right?
Well, those would be Pasquale's, so no. But there's I think you're thinking of there's a town in Ireland where many people share my last name.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, my last name is Irish, not Italian. I'm a mutt. I'm a mix.
Definitely finding the perfect place to move. I tried moving around, just living that way for a while, and it drove me insane. It's really not good.
You never conquered Morocco, but I'm pretty sure you controlled the African side of the Straits of Gibraltar. I'm not trying to argue your culture, but that's just my understanding. Obviously, you know better than me. But I do believe that they did control the African side of the Straits of Gibraltar in like the 1400s.
Long vacations for tournaments all over Europe. Have a great experience. Have I met you before? I feel like we've definitely had this conversation in person. A lot of people like to just come on the stream and not identify them. Yeah, not identify themselves.
It's interesting that it's people you've met in real life, possibly.
A lot of them.
It's a very small world.
Yeah. You know what they say about chess?
What?
It's a small world.
Yeah.
I wake up, I get my black and milds.
Yeah, exactly. Go to 7-Eleven. That video was such a banger. Yeah.
They keep beating it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And then I have my phone. Call. How many countries have I stepped foot in? Probably 35. Something like that.
That's good.
I'm a traveler. A world explorer.
I'm at 6 or 7.
That's good. I mean, you have extensive experiences though in them. I think that counts a lot more. I think like spending a few months in a country is so much better than spending like 5 days in like 10 countries each and just doing like the really basic touristy things.
Yeah. Plus, I've been all over America.
Yeah, that counts for something.
I've been in 49 states.
Have you really?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Before high school, I went on a long road trip with my uncle.
Oh,
my
okay.
Uncle Teddy.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are really close.
Yeah, definitely. And even beyond that, I've lived in multiple different areas of America, which I think is more like the way we just said, more valuable than like I've been in Michigan for like literally 5 minutes.
Yeah.
For part of the trip, we spent a lot of time in some places, and other places we just had to check the box that we stepped foot in it.
Nice. Why didn't you go to the 50th?
It's Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
We went to all 48 states in one summer.
That's crazy. That's nice though.
Yeah, it rocked.
You saw what was it? What is the North Dakota thing? The one with the Mount Rushmore.
We did not see Mount Rushmore. We did see the Grand Canyon.
Damn.
We did some touristy stuff, but not that much. Like did stuff, but we didn't always go everywhere to touristy stuff. We really explore cities we thought were interesting and stuff like that. But
nice. Not in Spain, maybe? It's in schools. What was the scariest town you've played a tournament in, Raven? Any really sketchy cities or countries? I definitely feel like I know some. My first experience in Serbia was bad, but then my later ones were great, so... The first one, I was staying in a disgusting hostel, and that made the experience really uncomfortable.
I don't know much about history. Like, yeah, I could be wrong. I know that obviously Spain controlled Grenada, and France ended up conquering Morocco, but I believe at the time of Reconquista, Portugal controlled the Straits of Gibraltar. But again, I'm not an absolute expert, so I could be wrong.
But where do you get your black and milds?
7-Eleven.
Scariest place I've ever played a tournament. What is Skinning Grove? Skinning Grove. Do you know what that is?
No clue.
No idea, buddy.
It sounds scary. It sounds spooky.
Yeah.
A grove where you get skinned.
I don't want to be skinned.
I don't want to go to a grove.
Would you rather be skinned or flayed? Are they virtually the same thing?
I think it's the same exact thing.
Alright. Well, if you had to choose between the two words, which would you rather be?
Skinned. Being flayed is already, in my mind, is like one of the most terrible things that could happen. Skinned, I think of it as an animal thing.
It's definitely worse than being tarred, right?
Oh yeah, it's hard you live.
Oh, flayed you die?
You have no skin.
I thought maybe your body would, like, it would just be extremely painful, but somehow or another you'd be able to, power through and
You
wing
bleed a lot when you don't have skin.
it. Look, I'm no expert, okay? When I get a cut, my skin heals up.
No, you will definitely die.
All right, well, now I know.
It's the worst town in England. England gets dunked on a lot, so from what I've heard, being the worst town in England is quite the achievement. But it might just be bad, like, publicity. But people do kind of... Like, other Europeans dunk on Britain a lot, it seems.
Yeah.
I have no strong opinion. I've never been, and I have no...
I
guess for my Irish heritage, I will say death to Britain, but actually I don't care.
I did not like England at all when I went. I think I've been there 3 times. I did not... It's okay. Honestly, like, it's not bad. The second 2 times I just went for chess. Fine people. Just very cold. It's like, if I'm going to get on a plane, I want to see palm trees. I don't want to see cold, dreary cliffs.
When you drive around, the curtains twitch at you. I assume that means the people are watching you and it sucks like that, which I can appreciate. When I lived in a small town in Alaska, it was like that. Every movie you did was watched by
That's
poor
insane.
people.
That's really insane. Guys, I have great news. The news is I think we're at like 160, 170 people. 164 members, that's amazing. We're going to get there. You got to see Love and Death at some point. It's such a funny movie.
You brought it up multiple times, so it must be quite influential.
It's very, very fun. It's definitely my top 3 comedies. Maybe my top comedy. Kung Pao was a good one. I'm not sure if Kung Pao makes it in my top 3, but Kung Pao was really
The
fun.
movie's hilarious. Pew-wee-wee.
What am I doing here? What do you think I should do in this position?
Probably Bishop D3.
Nice. That's a good suggestion. How do you join the club? You gotta just... There are tons of ways to join the club.
Find his profile, GM Coach Raven, and then it'll be on there.
Yeah. That's one way. London? I haven't been to London in years. I went to London once in like 2000. I went in 2001, weirdly enough, after the World Trade Center happened. That whole thing.
One big thing with Britain of why I'm not interested is I feel like it's close enough to America in many ways that as an American, and especially a New Yorker, like going to London, like there's not that much I would get out of it. I mean, there's like much more history in London, and that's cool, and I'd be happy to do stuff like that. But culturally, I think London and New York are very similar.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be cool to do Shakespeare stuff and a little bit of like royal history stuff, whatever. But other than that, like modern British culture, I feel is not different enough. If I have like a limited number of foreign locations I could visit in my life, that's not going to make the cut.
That's too bad.
I bet rural England is nice. If I was in England, then honestly I would much prefer to go to like a rural place, or not even rural, but a smaller city like Yorkshire. Then
I just remember walking around the grass in England and there just being bunny crap everywhere.
that's
Really
okay.
nonstop. You wouldn't mind the bunny pellets? It's disgusting.
I wouldn't mind.
Clean up after your bunnies. This is a civilization. Yeah, auto switch might be taking a while. That's how it do be. Doobie doobie doo. I'm losing here. Doobie doobie doo.
I've never eaten rabbit, but I want to try it.
It's supposed to taste like chicken.
There were a lot of rabbits in Kansas, and people would sometimes shoot them, but I never got any.
You got any hair?
No, I don't even know what the difference is.
I think it's the same thing.
I don't know if it's exactly the same thing. I don't know if all rabbits are hares.
But all hares are rabbits.
That might be true.
Rabbit does not taste like chicken? We'll see about that.
I'm a meat enjoyer of Warren, so I can't really relate, but, I admire the compassion. Like, I'm not an animal hater, but I don't think, grew up being very averse to hunting, but then after I lived in Alaska, which is a big part of the culture, I was convinced that I don't think it's unethical at all.
Yeah.
But I do understand the thought process.
Look, you should just kill them humanely. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't torture them or anything. All
I
rabbits have
understand
hair.
Warren.
This guy answered the question, all rabbits have hair.
That's what I was saying. Yep, he gets it.
Nice. Have a great experience. I do not follow any chess. I have like so many things to do in my life. I can't be watching Tata Steel. I do like Wei Yi a lot though. Wei Yi's a really cool. Wei Yi was 16 years old in 2700.
That's good.
He was super strong, but then he went to college. The classic American experience. In China. You know, one time I was playing a Chinese grandmaster named Jian Xiaozhou, and I told him, 你说中文吧? And you know what he said?
真的吗?
He said, what? My Mandarin accent was really bad. It wasn't good. How do you know 真的吗?
That's what the Chinese teacher at Bronx Science said to all the students. So they would say it on
Yeah,
the
but
bus.
you were in Japanese, so how do you know that?
Emmanuel and Michael would talk about it on the bus. That's also how I know the Richie Ren song, Dwayne Men de New High Congo La.
That song bumps.
Yeah, that song absolutely bumps.
Richie Wren, friend of the show.
Oh, absolutely. The song is unironically very good. Bui bui tsai. Well, yokan, shakan.
You know way too much.
Wait a minute, new high. Wabood, you die.
I sang that song with Michael. The Chinese kids in 10th grade Chinese class loved it.
I told you, I worked on multiple Chinese movies when I worked in film. And at one of the after parties, I sang that song at karaoke, and all the subtitles were in Chinese, and I sang it perfectly. Because this was a long time ago, so I knew it better.
Yeah.
And they could not believe it. Because I worked with them for a month and never said a word in Chinese, because I don't know Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sang this Chinese song at the after party.
Nice.
And they were like, whoa. It rocked.
Yeah, I bet you got a lot of their respect.
Yeah, it was a fun movie production anyway.
That's awesome. Yeah, there are a bunch of things, especially when I studied Chinese the second time in college. They're just a bunch of random, like, super antiquated expressions that you can drop in front of older generation Chinese people, and they love it.
Nice.
Like, there's one that's, like, more than some, but less than others, and you can use that to pretty much to answer every single question. Like, if anyone asks you any question, no matter what it is,
Yeah.
you're pretty much saying more or less.
Yeah.
It's just like más o menos. You can say más o menos to anything.
I like
in
saying
Spanish.
Spanish.
You could literally say it for an entire conversation.
Yeah.
Ah, más o menos.
Yeah, that's an awkward interaction, checkmate. But there's no way around it. You gotta just go for it anyway.
They did that when I walked into a Beijing hair salon and tried to get a haircut. They were like trying to clarify that I was trying to speak Chinese.
Oh, he's trying.
Very rude. Ooh, I forgot you're supposed to learn the Benko against D4. We never talked about your D4 stuff because no one's playing it against you. Eventually, though, they will.
No, they play it sometimes. It's not nearly as common as E4, but it certainly is like a certain percentage.
They've been playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
They play all kinds of stuff, but just not statistically that often.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask.
I wanted to know.
Well, now you know. The mystery's been solved. Do they play D4 at low levels?
You could have told me. I thought everyone was playing E4 against you. Endlessly.
If I said that, I meant like virtually everyone, but not literally everyone.
Wait, how much are you playing every day?
It varies, but some days I've been playing a lot.
Damn, man, I'm happy you caught the chess bug.
It is fun.
Yeah, and it's also fun, like, as you get better.
Yeah.
Like, just to be seeing more and just seeing your brain slowly expand.
Like
just
1050 on chess.com, and I'm up to like 1560 on Lichess. I don't know why they're so different.
It's just that on Lichess, they start you out at 1500. It's a huge difference.
But it's been like hundreds of games on Lichess. You think that would normalize at a certain point?
No, like the lowest person on Lichess is like a 500 or 600. Like there's no such thing as a 200 on Lichess.
Yeah.
I think as you get higher though, it's more condensed though at the same time. So like a 2700 on Lichess is probably better than a 2700 on chess.com. It's strange. Strange business. Yeah, they're completely different skills. That's wise. What should we play here? What's your bird? What's the bird on your shoulder tell you to do?
C3? C3?
That would actually be okay with the A4, but like long term, what should we be playing for? Okay, I guess it left, but we should play for E4.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
I was thinking, don't ever let them undouble the pawns.
Nice. That's good. And wise. C5. I think I'm just getting roasted here.
Does one of them not use the ELO system? Because wouldn't the ELO be approximately the same? Are they not using some version of ELO?
One of them must be. No, I think they just have different systems, but I think for it to be an ELO, ELO is any rating system from what I understand. It's just named after this guy who invented the whole idea of like having rating systems.
But ELO is a specific like mathematical model from my understanding.
In terms of like rating, but it's like the qualifiers, or not the qualifiers, the multipliers and everything can be changed depending on which system they fit into. The whole idea is that they always just even out and balance in a way that they measure a person's skill level across an enormous swath of players. That's how I understand it.
They use Glico, not ELO. I've heard of Glico, but I don't know anything about Glico. But that would make sense, because I understand what Raven's saying, that they can just change some variables, because ultimately the number is arbitrary. But I would be surprised, like, I don't get why they would do that. I would think that would make more sense if they were using some different actual model. Because if you were using the same mathematical model, it would be to everyone's advantage for them to be standardized, and there's no advantage to destandardizing it. I wish I had learned as a kid. Young me had learned what? Voran. And different glucose as well. Yeah, I'm sure it's like very complicated, because like matchmaking and difficult is not easy, and I understand like it's not as simple as I'll just plug the numbers in. So that all makes sense. Yeah, that also makes sense, Hayden. I understand.
Yo, ooh, we got a sub.
Oh, thank you so much.
YouTube, yeah, thank you very much.
That's awesome. Robert Trotner.
Yeah. The famous Mr. Trotner.
I call him Bobby Trot. Unless that offends him, in which case I don't call him that.
I call him Big Bob.
Nice.
That definitely offends him.
Big Bob's Beepers.
Yeah, BVI knows this.
Where did our stream chat go?
No, it should be here. It should be coming up. This just includes YouTube's.
I see.
Yeah. See, why would he play C5? What could possibly be the point of that? Ooh, you like this?
I love it.
Look at that. Takes, and then I get him with the pecan sandy. That's a pecan sandy if there ever was one. How many times do I say that?
Probably 2 or 3 more times.
Nice. Oh, look at this. So I want to play rook f1, but he can trade there. So on the first play knight f6, he has to play king h8, and then I play rook f1. I'm going all in. Oh. I got too lost in the sauce there.
That was a good plan.
You should make that into a short. That's so funny. That's a perfect clip. Someone clip that for me. Clip team. I didn't hire a clip team, but clip that for Sooner or later, I think if I say that, someone is gonna just be a helpful person and start doing that. What do you recommend? Man, like, everyone asked me this question, I have no idea. Like, really, I have no clue. You could be a strong positional player. Like, Kevin has the strategy of, like, a GM, but he misses 1,000 level tactics. Then I meet other people who have, like, 2,000 level tactics, but they have a strategy of a beginner. Like, telling me your rating, I have no idea. Whatever you're weak in, work on, and whatever you're strong in, lean off of. I have no idea. It depends on your tactical strength. I have no idea. It's a nice question, but I really have no idea. That's like me going to a lawyer and asking him, what should I do in this divorce case, before telling him any of the details.
I think if you get divorced, you're supposed to immediately get rid of joint accounts. That's what I'm going to do if I get divorced. But first I have to get married.
You understand my point, though. It's like literally it's like asking extremely specific advice after giving me just very general details.
No, that makes sense.
Something that I'll never be able to, regardless of whether I could help if I knew the specific details, if I just know the general details.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
There's too many variables of why you could beat a certain elo.
Yeah. You know what they say about news, though?
It travels fast?
No news is good news.
That's true.
Yeah. No, Warren, you could do it. You never know.
If you could dream it, you could do it.
Dude, you made the clip. Thank you so much, man. Big friend of the show.
Nice.
Big shout out to Mr. Loma Loma. Thank you.
Our friend in Portugal.
Yeah. Yeah, so many people come on asking questions like that. Like, that's the equivalent...
It's understandable. I get where they're coming from, but it makes sense that you can't answer it.
It's like asking, like, which direction is... I don't even know. I can't figure it out, but it's... Yeah. I would wish people stopped asking it, though, because they ask a lot.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
This is not going to happen. This is how it goes.
Yeah, I know. I should put in, like, the Twitch rules or something, because I bet it happens to all the Twitch streamers.
How long have you been playing chess, Warren?
Why does it change opponent? It's magical.
It's on auto switch. You can see the little green switch on your screen, probably.
No, they can't.
There is an auto switch.
It's magic.
Otherwise, it'd take forever. Oh, that's not that long at all. So yeah. That definitely makes sense that there'd be a lot of upward mobility in your game if you've only been playing for 1 year.
Yeah, Voron, you're doing fantastic. You're doing swimmingly. You ever heard that word swimmingly? Am I using that correctly?
You're using it right.
Nice. Who uses it?
I think it's old-timey.
Nice. That's the look I'm going for.
I've only ever heard it used in the context of something going swimmingly. I don't know how, if you could ever use it in another context, but it never is.
95. Takes.
Things go swimmingly.
So this is the Dutch. This is the bird reverse. Pretty much the whole problem with this is that people can play for a really quick e4. Right, the extra tempo, when the pawn comes to e4, sooner or later this file is going to be opened. And this is exactly what we wanted to avoid in the bird, but because the bird is up the tempo, as long as you play correctly, you never have to worry about it. Here they have to worry about it, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's tricky. Oh, he moved away. Fine, chap. Look at this, knight h6. I'm going for all the glory. Knight h6, if pawn takes check, and I'm going to mate. Or that already is mate. He has to block with the queen because he can't go anywhere. Where is the win, though, honestly, though? Knight h6, he can go here, and things get tricky. What would you say to do?
I don't know. It's too complicated.
No idea? Don't get lost in the sauce on me. No, dude, you're fine. I'm just... I've maybe like 1,000 people have asked me that. That's why I shouldn't have gotten upset. I'm being testy. I'm getting my shorts in a knot. Do you think? That's I. It depends on your focus levels. That really depends. In general, you would lean toward the lower, toward the 10 puzzles in 1 minute because of that. Normally, it's much more important just to get more experience. Just in general, though, I would say like I really have no idea what your what your personal profile is with regarding your chess ability. So even if someone is less good than I am, if they could appraise your chess, that would be much better than someone. Like, it's much better to get not the best lawyer in the world to study your case for a few days and give you informed advice as opposed to, like, the best lawyer in the world giving you advice after you've told him, like, your situation for a minute.
That's a good analogy.
Thanks, man. I worked hard on that one.
I loved it.
I worked hard on that one.
Wowzers.
Yo, look at this. I got the H-pawn digging in. But, no.
No. I'm his old friend and co-worker.
And editor.
Yeah, I edit the videos now. He looks a bit like Einstein. Someone else said that recently. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Not related.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
I want to play this really saucy move here, but it does nothing.
Those are the best kinds.
Oh, yeah. We're going in for this.
That's so Raven. He never saw that. He never heard that one before.
Yeah. What is the future a reference to? I don't know that one.
That's the opening jingle of the Raven show.
I never knew that. I've never seen an episode of that show.
My stepsister at the time watched the show often.
The Dominican one?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've seen quite a bit of it.
You still keep in touch with her?
No, I haven't spoken to her essentially since my dad got divorced from her mother.
Yeah, that's sad.
No, I got no beef with her, but we weren't like close, so it was no big tragedy. I was closer with her brother.
Nice.
Last I heard, he does very well now, and he does it by consistently lying on his resume. And it really works. He's just been moving up like whatever his career path is, and just always lying on his resume.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's wholesome.
That's what my dad said he's been up to. I thought of him yesterday when we were watching the movie because he also got hit in the head and couldn't smell anymore.
That was so funny.
The guy in the movie. Yeah, my stepbrother was riding on top of a car inebriated, and then the car like stopped and went flying and got concussed and could never smell again.
Wow, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that he honestly survived relatively unscathed.
At the time, they didn't know if he was going to survive. He ended up being fine and like no mental impairment or anything. Like he recovered totally fine, but just never smelled again in his life.
He really lucked out though. Like that's a good deal at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the chances of dying are very high.
I mean, yeah, any traumatic brain injury or head injury is the most dangerous situation you can find yourself in.
Queen b3, attacking this pawn. I gotta hurry up, honestly.
No, I'm not. Like, it makes sense. Like, I thought about that when I was younger and struggling to move up in the world, and like, I was just tired of working dead-end jobs or whatever, because I studied something initially that didn't make me any money. And I did think that, like, there's no way that they can check all the applicants they get for jobs for lies. Like, there's just no way.
They can't do it.
No, it's just too many applicants, and it'd be so hard to check. Like, if someone went to, like, a random university and studied something different, then there's no way they're checking.
So what's your advice?
Just say you went to Harvard. I think that's, like, when I thought about it, like, don't say you went to Harvard, but say you went to, like,
like a mid-tier.
Yeah, exactly.
Like something right, but like Duke, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe not Duke. Duke is still too high up, but
something good, but not that good. They're not going to check.
Yes, I. What would be a good school? Something like Williams.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mid-tier ones that, like, there's just no way they're checking. They have to, like, call the school for, like, 1,000,000 applicants to check.
No, I think now with everything being standardized, there's definitely a way that they could automate it, but yeah, no, I know of someone close to my family who did that specifically to get jobs in finance, and it worked out perfectly for him.
Yeah, I really think
as long as you're like apt in the actual thing, as long as you can do the job once you get hired.
Exactly, that's the thing. But like, I really think that you could lie.
It's not good though morally to lie. Of course not. But
Sure, but I think there's a little bit of a gray area to an extent. In terms of like, you need to invest a large sum of money for something that you don't need to acquire the skills.
Yeah, I get that. I know what you mean, pal.
I really disagree with Checkmate Way. I really don't, because I don't have much respect for higher education personally. I guess this is getting controversial, so I won't say too much. But like, I just personally think it's a stupid system.
No, especially
so to cheat it, I don't see any. Or I do agree it's immoral because it is lying, but I do think it's immoral to put so much pressure.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to
systems.
take on $200,000 in debt to just get a normal qualification.
Yeah, I think it's essentially
And it's
a scam.
also-
So you're lying to get out of a scam.
Yeah, and it's also all of this information you could find online now. Literally every single piece of it.
Yeah,
I know so many people. Even I went to a really good school. So many of my friends were studying better tutorials that were just made on YouTube by Indian guys.
exactly. So I think that like, if there's a way you could like verify that you are capable of the skill that is being like tested for, then I think having this arbitrary, like, very expensive thing attached to it is a scam.
College tuition, friend of the show.
Yeah, that's fraud. And I agree. A doctor saying they went to medical school and they didn't is different than saying I studied economics and you didn't. I think that's like disingenuous to say it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would largely agree with that.
Again, I don't know exactly the ethics of it, like, because I do agree it's wrong to lie, but I do think that lying to get out of an unethical thing is also...
There's a gray zone.
Yeah, there's a gray zone.
There do be a gray zone. Literally, like the things that the parts I enjoyed about college were just doing the readings. I had like one teacher that actually like gave great lectures. No, maybe 2 or 3. And I took like maybe 100 classes at college. So the 3 classes of the 100 actually had relatively interesting professors. The rest of the reading I could have just bought for like $100.
Yeah, and it's so much of it is like this liberal arts sort of idea of we need to teach you how to think, but it's also like being used as a verification that you learned a skill.
Yeah,
And
it's
those
different.
two things are like it's so different and unrelated, and also the idea that you need this to think is so antiquated that it's just a broken system.
Yeah.
And I keep using the word like a scam because like the idea that this is directly tied to very large sums of money is like a dimension of it that dirties the whole thing.
Dude, I studied economics in college, and literally almost all the things I learned, I could have learned through the internet. Every single thing I learned, pretty much, I could have learned through the internet. And I had one good prof, but it was just due to the readings he assigned, which I could have read on the internet.
Yeah, it's just a completely antiquated idea that like institutions benefit from and individuals suffer from.
And they have insane trusts. Apparently, the trusts of these do you know about them? The trusts are like the size of like tens of billions of dollars.
I don't know. Yeah, I've heard similar things, so I was somewhat aware.
They're like they would make up the largest companies in the world.
Yeah.
These colleges, and they just live to continue existing, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. It sucks to have spent $200,000, but I mean, is the solution to you yourself being scammed just to make everyone else get scammed as well?
Yeah,
That's the crux of it.
50 bill is nuts. And how much debt are you or were you?
Luckily, my family, I grew up in a wealthy family, or not a wealthy family, but my grandpa put aside money to pay for my education, so luckily I'm not in debt. But even so, it was an enormous waste of my time.
I have a very small amount because I went to a small. I mean, initially I studied film, but then in my late 20s or mid 20s, I went to a small theological school.
It makes sense as well, though, that it is also a big waste of time. Like, you hear of people going to college and they're just able to get drunk like 7 days a week,
and that doing that is worth something more than like knowing a skill. It's absurd.
Yeah.
And it's unjust because it also just enforces, like, it just gives a giant advantage to people that have means and for no actual benefit to people that require the skill to be done.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a huge business. Exactly, it's a business.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a big waste of time for me. Maybe it works for some people. Literally, I could have learned everything I learned in the 4 years in college in like 2 months if I had just studied.
And when I changed paths and I went to theological school for a few years, I had a very positive experience. And I learned things through good teachers. But the idea that this, in any way, obviously the theological degree is useless, and no matter in any system. But like, that abstract knowledge is being used as a metric of your ability to provide a service or
that's going to be
mastery
concrete.
Of a skill.
Yeah, it's going to be a concrete
ridiculous.
skill. Dude, I did waste 4 years. I resent it profoundly. I would have been like 2650. I would be so much more successful if I mean, just think about it. Like, in what situation could I'm not going to get into the details, but I drank a lot. I had some problems with drugs at some times. Of course, I don't condone any of that stuff. It's really bad. But it's the nature. Like, in what world is that considered getting an education?
Yeah, that's absurd.
Go get drunk. Go be around people who are just going to constantly be pressuring you to do drugs. And that's an education.
And again, not everyone in college is doing that, but there's no way in saying you have a degree to differentiate yourself from someone who does that.
Yeah, no, they're definitely honest people who go to college and try to learn.
And you can learn a ton there, obviously, but the idea that this is the only way you can learn or that having a degree makes you a better thinker than people that don't, it's absurd. Again, maybe at some point that was largely true, but that time has passed.
No, the internet killed it all. There's just no need for it. Yeah, this is a hot button issue. I'm passionate, honestly. Like, I cannot stand college, but yeah, we should. I mean, yeah, if Harvard subs to the show.
Yeah, I think I'm being generally respectful. I'm not saying anyone's degree is like useless or you're an idiot for going.
No,
I think it's a valid, reasonable position to take.
Yeah, no, we were. Hell, I got scammed as well. I was definitely scammed by it. I was just convinced. I didn't do the research. A year in, I started suspecting that I had signed on to something bad, but I just kept going. And I wasted 3 years of my prime. I wouldn't have been like world champion or anything, but that was like 4 years I could have dedicated to chess. I could have easily made it into the top 100 in the world, but instead I wasted it doing the same amount of studies I could have done in 5 months if I just put my mind to it. But no, it was good for my overall grounding to just go and get drunk and go to parties. Like, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, tech industry obviously is the prime example of not needing a degree. I think those fields in general select for people because that's a system where there's a limited number of people with certain skills, so they don't have the luxury of just eliminating people for arbitrary reasons.
Yeah.
And yes, the people saying, like, in my field it's necessary, to a certain extent, like, I could easily believe that. But speaking in generalities, for many things, especially essentially every liberal arts subject, you can educate yourself through discussion and self-education.
Yeah, but to be clear, a lot of those things are valuable. We're not saying they're not valuable, just you don't need to pay someone $200,000 to learn it. Yeah,
and the economics of it are insane. And that gets into a whole separate degree. But we'll keep it to the theoretical value of it. Then I could understand in a certain context having like an institution and the infrastructure institution provides is irreplaceable to some extent. But speaking in generalities, I'd say a large majority of degrees do not provide nearly the value that they cost.
Yeah, the jobs market is also just so tough.
Yeah.
For people, if you're going into tech, then you have like a really proficient skill. But for everything else, you're just exiting college with an enormous amount of debt and like
it's absurd.
It's really a trap.
It's usury. To just trap young people in debt is unacceptable.
Yeah. That honestly makes my blood boil. Like, I had a roommate in college who was still paying off. He was like turning 30 and he had like 100,000 in debt still. Or not a roommate in college, a roommate after college, but
yeah. So like, I'm not saying again. I don't think having an institution that's dedicated to learning is bad, and someone learning in an institution like that is not bad. But attributing or necessitating that to move up in society is incorrect.
It literally sounds like the definitions of a slave system.
Yeah, in many ways, it's purely to the disadvantage of like the consumer, which is the majority of the population. There's some advantages to the institutions, and there's no advantage to.
There's a big advantage to the professors as well. The professors are tenured.
Yeah, everyone involved in the institution benefits. Although, like associate professors and stuff, I think it gets scammed also. But there's many people making livings off the university system that are not necessary because a large proportion of the service they're providing is not necessary or an absolute negative. I mean, yeah, in the public university system, then sure, that changes the equation to some extent, but even in that, without that dimension of it, I think theoretically...
That would make it much better, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would be much more...
Absolutely. But I still think that saying that you could only be educated or taught to think, like this liberal arts model, I think that's also incorrect. Like even just purely theoretical before you get into the realities of economics or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, completely agree with that. Yeah, even like me studying economics, right? Like, how actionable is that? Like, what skill does that actually provide? Like, it's nice to be able to like see things, but how many economists does a society really need to function?
Yeah, and to a certain extent, you're getting like soft skills or ways of thinking that could help you. Like my brother studied economics, and he says that he's learned skills there that help him do essentially like digital advertising analytics, but that he couldn't have learned those skills or thought patterns without the institution or studying specifically economics, I don't think is correct.
Yeah. No, economics, there's definitely some cool aspects of it, especially with regards to logic. And certain parts of game theory are very interesting, but yeah, in general, yeah. It's very interesting. It's very interesting food for thought, but it doesn't really help society that much. Even just, like, so much of it is just purely theoretical. Like, even the top economists get things wrong all the time.
Yeah, like Paul Krugman.
Yeah.
He's literally always wrong. He's like comically
like
wrong.
They're still rivaling schools of economics. Like people still don't really know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And you're just getting a very basic level understanding of this stuff, and somehow that's going to translate into you performing some task so much better in society.
I mean, that gets into like the soft science question, which is a whole other can of worms. Like how much like this. Yeah.
Yeah, American tuition is definitely gonna unsub from the show.
Yeah. Pete teaches chess.
Who?
There, what are you doing now for work?
Yeah, I teach chess. It's ironically, it's something I could have done without going to college at all, and I would have made way more money. Yeah, as you can tell, my blood is sort of boiling when talking about this subject because especially in my case, I could have done what I did do now, straight out of high school.
Yeah.
But because I was just brought up by my mom and my grandpa, they'd grown up in like the 60s, and they thought that you have to go to college to get a job. Literally, I made so much less money. If I had like a thriving business, if I had a thriving roll of students, I would be making like 5 times as much as I do now.
Yeah.
It would have just economically.
You should have had 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the self-science thing is an issue I don't want to get into because people get heated, but yeah, it's kind of like the basic underlying idea of that everything can be modeled. The best way to understand anything is to model it as if it was a hard science, and I think that like modern history is showing that that's not actually correct, or at least it's not a universal pattern that is always true. Maybe in some contexts it works. Where would you be now if it wasn't for uni? He's saying he'd be in the exact same place but better.
Yeah.
Because he was already well on the chess path beforehand. I'm not trying to speak for you, but we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
So
No, I was already in FM. That's not that good, but given that I made GM after college and I gave up 4 years of my prime, you could definitely assume I would at least be 100 points, 150 points higher. My business would be way better. My parents, who spent $100,000,
Yeah, so much money.
pretty much just threw money out the window that would be going to me once they die. Because I'm literally not using it for any part of my job. Like, imagine if that 100,000 was just invested, right? And then when they die, maybe like 30 years, God forbid.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
That would be like $500,000. But instead, it can go to an institution that does not care about me at all, and is happy to enslave me. What am I doing here? I keep on forgetting about this bishop. 20. I just studied a ton of chess. I studied a lot of chess. It's a lot of hard work. Yeah, the most frustrating part, though, is that, like, the first year of college, I didn't really pick up exactly on what it was, but I knew I loved chess, and I told my mom, I begged my mom to leave. And no, just stay for 4 years, do your time, go party. Apparently, in some way, that's teaching you about the world, just going to parties and getting drunk.
Yeah, that's like a real boomer attitude of, like, this weird, very specific experiences.
Yeah. Not that we don't love boomers. We love boomers.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to be, like, disingenuous or, like, not disparaging. But it is, like, a uniquely American, I think, generational idea that doesn't make much sense.
You are doing more money now than you would do if... I'm definitely spending a lot less time, right? I'm teaching like 15 hours a week, and I'm making sort of similar levels to a normal American job. So that would be the equivalent of, like, a 60-hour-a-week job in America.
But sometimes you need to make your parents proud. If you wouldn't go to college, would you not be proud of you, maybe? I mean, I'm going to speak instead of Raven, but my experience, but, like, me not going to college was a major issue for my family, because I didn't go to college after high school because I didn't want to go to college.
Yeah.
And, like, it's correct to do what you think is correct. If your family's wrong, sometimes you have to say, like, you're wrong. And they were incorrect.
Issues of respect are important, but especially if it's going to cost you 4 years of your life.
Exactly. And at an age where you're an adult, you're responsible for your own decisions. And at that point...
You should take their opinions into account.
Of course. But, again, if it's, like, a major investment that takes up years of your life and potentially a large amount of resources, then you're responsible for your own choices.
Yeah. No, I didn't have the courage to do what you did.
No, I'm not on Chess GM at all. I've been editing his videos, and I'm not in the chess world in general.
No, it's insane what I did, though, honestly. Like, I already had some students. I was already making, like, $150, $200 a week.
Yeah.
Teaching, like, a few students. And for them to think that... I shouldn't be blaming people, though. At the end of the day, they did something that, in their hearts, was nice. But...
Yeah, definitely.
It was so poorly thought out. Like, literally, like, just... I was already making way more than any 9-to-5 would pay me at an hourly rate. After college. As y'all can see, I'm very frustrated by it, by my decision. It was my decision at the end of the day.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough when you're young. No, I understand that, like, young people do get pushed in when they aren't ready, but I'm a little bit unsympathetic as someone that did go through it when I was young, and so that just makes me less sympathetic. But
No, you should be sympathetic, but...
No, but like literally, I can't... I guess I'm less empathetic, because if I could do it when I was young, why are people off the hook for, like, taking responsibility and, like... I kind of feel like, you know... Why am I able to make the choice, but you're not to? Yeah, like we said, the economics in America make it a clear decision of the ethics of it, but even if the cost wasn't a factor, I think there's still major issues with the system. Like basic theoretical issues with the system.
I'm gonna lose a lot of games. I again gave myself way too little time. I just misread the lead chess.
Yeah, even if it was free, you'd have the opportunity cost exactly.
Yeah, that was the killer for me. That's the thing that really bothers me about it. Like, if they wanted to teach, my school was relatively demanding, and even then, if it was just put on a much more rigorous curriculum, like the first 2 months, pretty much everyone is just partying, and then the last month, everyone just gets serious and starts studying. So why not just condense those 4 years into 1 year so that we can get on with our lives? Like literally, the first 2 months, you don't need to set foot in the library once.
Yeah, that gets into other stuff of like the system is dumbed down significantly because when it becomes a necessary thing for people to be employed, they can't block people from being employed or else the model fails. So it's like essentially impossible to fail in most programs today. Well, it depends on what your subject is, of course. But we're talking about college in general. Like, I know so many complete fools who have college degrees.
Friend of the show.
No offense. I'm not trying to be like rude, but there are definitely, you can get a degree and be quite foolish.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm an idiot in many ways. It's okay, but it's just I think it's a true thing.
I think this is like one of the issues I get most passionate about.
Yeah, it was a big hurdle in my life initially because I got a lot of pushback for not wanting to go when I was younger, but I think I was completely correct.
It makes no sense though. At the end of the day, like, why would you pay $200,000 to read something you could read from a book?
Exactly. Again, I get for certain subjects you can't do that, but for many subjects you
I think for like
can.
80% you
For
can.
many you really can. I'm thinking like for hard sciences you need access to like actual equipment and stuff that it's extremely expensive, but other than that...
Yeah, no, like sciences, medicine...
Yeah, in medicine I could see it also. But there's other scams related to medicine.
Yeah. Man, I'm losing all these games. We're gonna have another simul. A simul.
We're having a simul until we win all the games.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another simul. We're doing another one.
That's where I tap out. The third simul.
Not the fourth?
The fourth I'll let you handle solo.
No, this was me just ranting about college. No, I think it was... Oh. I don't want to get into it. But, like, my mom recently sent me, like, photos of, like, little things I wrote as a kid. I was only writing about chess.
Yeah.
Literally, like, chess was my whole life. Like, obviously, and I'm already making money at it.
Yeah.
But no. Go become a cog in the machine. Go perform a job you hate. It really frustrates me. Again, I should have... I was an adult, though. I should have just known better. At the end of the day, they just convinced me. I could have actually just avoided doing it. No, I'm just rattled about thinking about the fact that I wasted 4 years in college. It was just a complete waste. I will openly call it a waste. Like, even though... Luckily, I wasn't burdened with debt.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. Honestly, I had a very positive experience in college, but I still think it's a scam.
Was I rusty in chess? Yeah, man, I spent 4 years studying other things that I didn't like nearly as much as chess. I spent 4 years trying to fit into, like, a financial system that I was already much better equipped to deal with if I just perfected the craft that I had been working on. Yeah, that would have been much better.
I'm going to the bathroom.
All right, guys, I'm going to resign a lot of these games. We're playing another Simul, though. Don't worry. These games, y'all played well. I messed up on the, I messed up with the time. Y'all all played very well. Okay, no, the From's Gambit I can't lose to. From's Gambit, yeah, this is the one. This is the one we're playing out. I started to take chess serious in, like, middle school. Dude, I do breathe chess. No, that's nice, though. That's different. Exploring the... No, don't worry about that. That's wholesome. That's very healthy. I just got pressured into college. I'm still very resentful of it, but it was ultimately my decision. I only have myself to blame. I was an adult. I was 18 years old. Yeah, T-Boot Poo. I can't lose to the From. That's the only thing I care about. Oh, what? I had mate in 1 there. I had mate in 2. Oh. Yeah, you played great, man. Ooh. Alright, nice. We got 5 left. We got a lot of From's Gambits. I think I'm winning this game as well. Look at this. This is insane. Look at this. Takes? Oh, that's crazy. Or was I in this game as well? No, professional chess player, no, of course not. I'm not talking about that. But I do the same exact job I could have done much sooner. This is mate. That is crazy. Yeah, you did beat a GM. Congrats. You did very well. No, I'm sorry. I'm just tilted about thinking about college. Like, literally, that... At the end of the day, it makes my blood boil. Thinking about how much time I wasted. Yeah, just really, like, there are some uses to college, but please, just, please, for the sake of your life and for the sake of your financial freedom, just make sure to really vet whether or not you need to go to college. Yeah, right as I was about to enter college, I was like 2,300 FIDE. I was starting to figure a lot of things out. I was still teaching myself chess. I was getting much better. Like, it's very easy to assume that I would have been GM in like 2 years. So I would have been GM maybe 9 years ahead of schedule, ahead of when I made it. And in such a situation, I could have definitely. I mean, I'm really not sure how much we could definitely like set the low bar for estimate of what I could have become at like 2,600 FIDE at least. No, you don't have a great experience. You don't know what you're talking about. I only started playing chess really seriously in middle school. So I was 1,400 at like 12 years old, and
I'll make sure I had this.
You can leave whenever you want. I'm not telling you to leave. I'm happy for you to be here, but I understand. Man,
I'll leave whenever I feel like it.
College has me rattled. I'm happy I didn't curse, honestly. Like, I feel so scammed by college.
I was an anti-college proponent before it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, kudos to you. But I think, like, especially in my case, the fact that I was guided by these two people that, like, just even, like, any self-improvement guru, like, anyone who just saw my situation would have been able to tell quickly, okay, obviously this kid shouldn't be going to college. Like, literally, like, they're like, pages I wrote as a 5-year-old about how much I love chess.
I do understand that, but I do think you have to understand, like, for your own benefit, like, your parents, it's such an unusual path that it's not these adults' fault for necessarily for not seeing it.
I was saying though I don't want to go to college, and I was already making money. I
was
already making money. Like that's the crazy thing.
No, I get that, but to that extent, it's kind of your fault. But like that they didn't see that that's the best life for you is not unusual because it's a very unusual life.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but if you can find it, forgive them because I can see how they could think that.
Yeah, Boran, you have serious mental capabilities if you can do that. Yeah, no, and I wasn't even really studying back then. I was just playing tons. Yeah, it's frustrating. We could all live in the what ifs, though.
Thank you to whoever just subbed.
Yo, thank you. Diggy Lifts. I remember that name. Thank you, Diggy Lifts.
Don't mind if I redo. Wow, if you were that good at soccer, that's cool. I'm like an anti-athlete. I don't want to use the R word, but I'm very unathletic. I'm very stupid at athletics.
Petarded.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that is very good.
Yeah, that sounds like it. That's what most people learn at college. Or not most. I'm not trying to generalize. A lot of people go to college and study a lot, but it's yeah. Like it's very hard to avoid doing stuff like that at college.
Yeah.
It's very hard because you'll just be in a room with like 5 guys. You're friends with sort of all of them, and 4 of them smoke. So what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna be the odd guy that stays in your room all day?
Who's like a nerd.
Yeah. No one wants to be that guy.
Yeah, no, of course it breeds resentment when parents force you to do something I want to do. Like, I'm not in favor of doing that, but I just think I guess I was just talking to my friend publicly when I shouldn't, but I think it's ultimately better to find understanding and forgiveness and not resentment.
Yeah.
If it's possible.
Yeah. It really is crazy, though. Literally, I got out of college, I started trying to find jobs, and the best paying job was doing the thing I did before going to college.
Yeah. No,
and so I just started doing that.
I do get it. But I could see where they were coming from also. Especially because they are more traditional and they couldn't visualize the life that you were describing. And I could see how that could happen.
Yeah.
Aim for the moon sounded like he partied hard in college. As athletes often do. That's a whole other thing that I guess is unrelated, but the idea that like college, I don't know if this is universal or in America, but like that like amateur sports teams are affiliated with higher education is bizarre.
Oh, that's another really weird thing. Yeah. Yeah, and apparently like half of UMish's tuition goes to the pro team.
I think that's like a uniquely American thing, but that's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole argument we're making, Mr. Taggy, is that I think that that's completely unnecessary and antiquated, and to require people to go for 4 years to be employed on the pretext of learning how to think is incorrect and probably immoral. Sports scholarships and just the general resources that are being sucked up by athletics and academic institutions.
So much of it literally can be learned online, though, now. Yo, Guben Kurt, I remember this guy. This guy's like Turkish or something.
Nice.
I thought his name was based on mine. You see that?
And IMO college should be high school and high school should be grade school. To a certain extent, like, you're right in that I agree that high school should be the required thing before being educated or whatever, to be considered like a base level of education. But I don't think it's bad to have institutions dedicated to higher learning for adults. I just think the way that it's treated by
it's just treated
Western culture in general.
It's treated
incorrect.
as a necessity, and then you have to just take on this enormous debt.
And just like the idea of like Mr. Taggy, not to pick on you, like what you're saying is normal. Like this idea that you learn to think at university and it can't be done otherwise is just like wrong. It's like dangerously wrong. Yeah, education, healthcare. Europeans with their healthcare, very nice. You have free healthcare, very cool.
Latin America healthcare are also really good though.
Or it's very cheap. I don't know. Like I've heard of the Paraguayans I've talked to, they complain about public health multiple times. Apparently, if you go in the hospital, you're in big trouble.
We'll see. I had great experiences in Peru.
I
got treated like a king for $60.
Yeah, I'm not trying to argue with your personal experience for sure. But like, if you I've talked to 2 people here, and they've had mentioned that if you have to go to the public hospital here, you're in trouble.
Oh, okay. What, they just won't operate on you, or you're just going to get poor quality?
I think it's a mix of quality, and they might try and suck money from you.
How? More than the U.S.?
Probably not. I mean, it's all going to be relative, because then nothing is going to compare to U.S. in terms of dollars, but there's some level of corruption.
Yeah, have a great experience. I don't know. I really don't know how far I could have progressed, but I know it's much farther than if I'd spent 4 years, like, getting drunk and going to parties. And learning how to fit in socially. Okay, honestly, yeah, and I mean, I said that facetiously, but actually I was very antisocial, so that is one of the benefits of college. I had to become more social.
It can be very good, but it's just not necessary for any dimension.
Yeah.
You can become social without it. You can learn without it.
Yeah, that's true. It shouldn't be treated as a necessity.
And, like, yeah, if you want to have, like, professional certifications, just have professional certifications.
Yeah. It's really sad what they're doing to today's millennials. No, I don't think I would have been better than Lenderman. I mean, maybe actually. I was progressing really quick. Like, that's the crazy thing. In high school, I was finally, like, getting to my peak. I was finally figuring everything out, and then I go to college. Like, right as, like, the inflection point is starting to turn. It's crazy.
Yeah, it does suck.
I don't want to be like Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite, just talking about what could have been, but... Like, statistically speaking, if you look at the chart, there's definitely a case for... It would have been interesting to see where I could have gone. I would never have made it to world champion, but there's a chance I could have made it to 2,700. I was going up, like, 150, 200 points a year. And I really loved it. Like, I was happy just spending, like, 10 hours, 15 hours just reading chess books. No, don't say you hate people. Yeah, we will be doing another simul after this. I have to get up early tomorrow, though. I have to go to Brazil for the study group.
What time?
8 a.m.?
That is early.
Yeah.
What time is it now? Almost midnight?
I'll get up, and I'll be fine. Chess is very lonely. Are you on the spectrum? Me and Kevin have talked about this a lot. I suspect I definitely had some form of autism, especially when I was younger. It was much more pronounced. Perhaps I have a slight one. No. I really don't know. Definitely when I was younger, I had super antisocial attitudes. That might have been due to part of my environment, though. We don't know. We'll never know. It would tie together, though. It's very common for being extremely good at chess and for being on the spectrum to be one and the same. Do you have social problems? Not really. Not anymore. In high school, definitely. Yeah, who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, we're shooting the breeze. But my personal experience with college was very, very negative. I made friends. Honestly, I haven't really even kept in touch with them. Like, yeah, I honestly cannot think of almost a single tangible thing that college did for me. Especially that was unique. I read a few books that were nice, but I probably would have stumbled across them anyway. And I have, like, a degree in case I ever want to get a job that pays me way less than what I'm making now on an hourly basis. No friends? I don't keep in touch with almost any of them. I'm just an antisocial person, though, so that's my thing. I did. I chose a subject that interested me the most. Economics was interesting. I started out doing poli-sci. I thought I wanted to be a political scientist. Did I tell you that at the beginning of my college, I was really, like, hell-bent on being a communist? I was like, yeah, I was super into communism. I was reading Marx and everyone.
Dang.
It was crazy. I had a huge about phase. Now I'm really pro-market. Pro-free market, pro-capitalism. Yeah, we'll do another quick simul. We'll have a really quick simul.
I'll leave you guys for now. See you guys later. Have a good night. I'm gonna make myself a little spaghetti.
Yeah. See you, buddy. You're gonna have to wash the pot. I didn't...
That's okay.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll have another simul. It'll be a relatively quick one. Like 10 minutes. Yeah, sorry for the people. Oh, extra clock time per player. I am understanding it now. There's no, I'll give myself an extra 2 minutes per player. Crackhead in IT. Thanks, man. No, communism is super popular in universities. I don't know what universities you've been to. Communism is unbelievably popular at universities, especially in Canada. I was one of the cool kids. We'll accept another 2 people. Yeah, I definitely, like, I've recently talked to, one of my friends was a communist. I haven't talked to them as of late, but yeah, I think communists are very interesting. I disagree with them on a lot of things, but they have interesting ideas. Oh, nice. What's up, Diggy Lifts? You've been watching a while. Alright, we'll accept 2 more. Okay, we're going to start. Welcome to everyone. I'm going to try to play the bird only. This time will be better. I didn't vote at all. It's, that's something I can be proud of. I mean, maybe it's going to piss off more people. I think the problems our society faces are beyond the 2-party system. But yeah, I didn't vote at all. Yeah, the bird is tricky, BBI. Be careful. Would you rather vote? I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to alienate a massive swath of people on either side. But I mean, beyond that though, I don't like the idea of voting. I'm beyond that now. Like you're not going to really affect anything. The system is in place. Like the idea that any one person is going to really change that much. I don't know. Like, literally, I've more or less spent, like, the past year just not paying attention to politics at all, and my life has not been affected in the slightest. And just every year, I pay less and less attention to the news, because it just does not affect my life at all. Like, on a personal anecdote, some of my close friends were really pro one side, and then their side lost, and then it happened in the reverse. Like, I've had friends who are Republicans and Democrats. Both of them, like, they just get freaked out when the other guy gets in charge. And then literally, like, my life does not change at all. Maybe the tax rate goes up 1%. I struggle to find anything that tangibly affects my life. Especially now because I'm living outside of America. Like, maybe you could make the argument things inside America change. Things outside of America do not change at all. So just give up. I'm not saying to give up or anything. Just be a better person, right? Affect your society. Like, help out in your society. Volunteer. Voting for someone else to be the change, I think that's that's a problematic mentality to begin with. If you want society to change, be the change. I'm in Paraguay at the moment. Yeah, Famutron, I would agree with you. I think it's interesting. People get really amped. I think it seems like the WWE almost. Like, of course, there are some of them. There are some disagreements in policy, but it's a lot of like, oh, this guy said this, that guy said that. And it seems just like a way to distract you from the fact that you're just getting the short end of the stick on so many levels. No, G6 is tricky. Yeah, Bird I could play all day. Yo, 3 people resigned. Who resigned? For tax reasons? No, not really. For tax reasons, no. The tax is better here, though. The tax is much better. It's only like 10% here. No, not for tax reasons, though. I really love Brazil. I'm a huge fan of Brazil, and so Paraguay is next to Brazil. I'm able to travel to Brazil all the time. Until I secure a permanent visa to Brazil, I'm just going to be chilling here. Yo, thanks for the follow. Who's the first Grandmaster I ever beat? Simon Williams in a classical game. That's a great question. Simon Williams in 2011. Yeah, it took me to getting to FM to beat a GM in serious classical play. Yeah, I do want to get into jiu-jitsu. What is the plan here? Is this a Froms? Vaughn, you playing the From against me? You dare? Yeah. Exactly. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, my point. I'm not saying you have to volunteer. Okay, I want to be clear. No one has to volunteer. Like, you're free to live however you want. But if you want to make an impact on your society, voting for someone is not going to really change anything. If you want to help your community out, volunteer. Like, it's a very easy way to pat yourself on the back without actually doing anything, right? It's easy to just like go in and just like fill out the form, vote for someone, and not do anything else and claim that you're helping society. And it's, by the way, I'm not saying you have to help society. It's fine to do whatever you want, but if you want to convince yourself you're helping society, actually do something. This is coming from someone who doesn't volunteer at all. Like, I would like to volunteer. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is tricky. Trapping the bishop. BVI, you got bamboozled. What am I doing here? Yeah, I moved my bishop back. Look at that. That's a classic. Or no, I didn't move my bishop. I should have put my bishop here then. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, I'll put it here now. I've got only 11 games left. And we might have time for a fourth simul. Oh, BVI, very sneaky move. I'm gonna hit you with the counterpunch, though. Yeah, this is better. This is more healthy. Stop arguing about politics and just start arguing about jiu-jitsu. Argue the night away. Ooh, 96. This is an intro. Who's Hell No One Chess? You're playing interesting style. This guy is playing interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Voron, your story becomes less and less believable. Something is not right here. Something's not adding up.
What are they saying now?
Voron's saying she did grappling when she was younger.
Did what?
Voron.
Did what though?
Grappling. I thought that was a male-only sport.
A woman can technically grapple.
I have never heard of a woman taking a grappling class.
We don't call it grappling. Like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is all grappling, and women do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking of. I was thinking of like pro wrestling.
You didn't like Greco-Roman wrestling.
I'm thinking of sumo wrestling.
Yeah, there's no women sumo wrestlers that I know of. Although I've seen some women that could.
Nice. You want to show them to us next stream?
Sure.
Nice.
I'll make a slideshow.
Yeah, get the slides ready. That's crazy. Yeah, Voron, I can't imagine that. You can destroy an ACL. No one. We don't want to see that, man. Come on. Don't destroy anyone's ACL. That's not nice. What am I doing here? These positions are very, very strange. The idea here is there's this treehouse that will be fought over. Takes Queen G3. Queen G3 might be better. Yeah, Queen G3 looks very nice. Yeah. Yeah, being a girl and being able to do pull-ups is pretty impressive. I don't know of almost... I can't say I know a single girl who can say that. Play knight c3, put the knight on a4. BVI, I like how you're playing this. You're really doing your best to keep things tricky. Your bishop has a death wish, though, unfortunately. Is that the proper term? No, a death sentence. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a price that you will never be able to pay. Or your bishop will never be able to pay, not you. Why did I say you? Okay, here, d4, tricky. d4 is a sneaky move. Who is this? Hell No One Chess. You are playing very well. You're GM. You're a GM. Nice. Oh, BVI. BVI has taken a class from the sneakies. BVI is playing very well. Let me play d4. Queen c8, look at that. Queen c8, how am I going to play this? I gotta keep opening things up. If I take, they take with the queen, and I have no way to break through. I want to get this knight out. What is the plan here? f5, takes, takes. What is going on here? What is happening? This is such a tricky position. Okay, I'll just move my knight back. Yeah, this is so different now that I have 2 minutes per person. It's a completely different situation. And take there. A4. Needful calculate. Who's BJ Penn? Everyone's wondering who's BJ Penn. The people want to know. The people are starting to murmur. Who is this BJ Penn? BVI is playing very well, but BVI, I think you slipped up. I'm going to be able to simplify. MMA fighter. Nice. That's a funny name. Yeah, I'm tired. I think this is going to be the last simul. It's been fun doing these simuls, y'all. But we got to end it at some point. How many people are in Birds of the Board? Nice. 163. We're up there, people. Sooner or later. '97, sneaky move. Oh no, my knight. C4 big threat. Let's play knight. Where should my knight go? Knight A4. Alright, this simul went much better than the other one. C5. Who's this guy? Igor Love. Yo, what's up? What's up, buddy? Friend of the show from Brazil. Thank you for joining. He takes my queen, I take his. Takes for takes. How am I going to deal with this? Let's play D4. What is going on here? I should be much better here. I think takes and then dominate the dark squares. Yeah, you're good. We got 4 wins. Nice, 10 games left. Played knight g5. He's trying to trick me, this guy. Put the rook on f2. Dude, I'm so tired. I'm literally going to pass out. I'm exhausted here. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Apologies if I went too hard with the rant about college. It was impassioned. It really is just something that I feel I lost an enormous amount of my potential on. That's why I got so heated about it. Apart from that, yeah, thank you all for joining. We will do the Blindfold Simul again at some point. I mean, I guess we have like another 20 minutes on stream, but just in case I forget, I'm getting very tired. All of a sudden, my exhaustion hit me like a bag of nails against the head. Thanks, man. I'm trying. Yeah, Voron, you have some explaining to do. It's like 5 a.m. in Ireland. What is your excuse, Voron? Friend of the show. BVI. BVI, that bishop is entombed. That bishop do be entombed. Doobie doobie doo. Ooh, let me take here. Snatch the pawn. Snatching the pawn is good, right? I'm getting 2 pawns. Is there anything better? No, I should... objectively, I have to take. I could definitely hold on here and just have a very nice bind on the light squares, but this is much better. Yeah, I just spoke my mind. I think at the end of the day, I'm not speaking on behalf of like just trying to bring a point across. I feel young people are really getting shafted. To borrow a slightly vulgar phrase. Rook G5. Anyway, though, yeah, I hope I never offended anyone. I know people go to college with the best of intentions. Queen C2. Oh, what I should have taken the pawn. I forgot. Adrenalectomy. You're in for a rough time. Takes. We be snacking. Is that guy who got banned from the chat for saying he do be snacking, is he back here or not? Was that Arsenal fan Richie or whom was it? He's checking. I gotta go here. I forgot to take. I was supposed to take. Luckily for me, I think I still have an advantage. Let's play E4. Yeah. Yeah, I just, I wish it was, it's okay if they want to charge some money, but we're not going to go back down that whole path of what we were talking about, but I think $200,000 for most things that you could literally learn on the internet. Y'all can do the math. It's nice to know that some people agreed with me. I'll let Kevin know. Kevin is also very impassioned on this topic. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for joining, everyone. BVI, you've been playing well. BVI, you've been playing very well. I hope you keep practicing. Please keep coming to the streams. We love you. What am I supposed to do here? Taking... Kai Havertz is awful. Kai Havertz. Yeah. Dude, Arsenal fan Richie, why didn't you tell me you were a sub? You would have made it into the Blindfold Simul. I felt that you were a sub, but I couldn't remember. I just could not remember for the life of me if you were for certain a sub or not. Play rook f4. I've got a lot of pressure here. Look at this. I'm digging in, and these pawns are segmented. Right? I'm going to have a lot of pressure here. This looks like it's going to be a clean sweep. Ooh, my queen is hanging. Cannot do that. Cannot do that, sir. Let me take here. Check. I got to transfer my bishop around. G6 attacking this knight. Bishop D2. Yeah, and just for future reference, everyone, we'll be posting YouTube videos on Sundays, and we'll be switching the streams to Saturdays. That's always how we're going to do it. So we have a new YouTube video lined up for tomorrow. We've been figuring things out a bit. I've also just been very burned out. I realized I'd been working for like 7 months straight or something without almost a single day off. So, yeah, everything is coming together. Rook d6 is a good move. This hello no one chess is playing well. I'm going for it against Igor Rilov. Almost definitely. I'm probably NY Raven. If I was playing in the Pro Chess League or the US Chess League, that's definitely... Or no, sorry. New York Raven, no, that was someone else. Someone else had that name for some reason. I remember, though, I did play against them. I was Bruce Lee on ICC. Back in the day, I used to be a pretty big deal. How many games we got left? 7 wins, 7 games. Got a lot of pressure here. Ooh, this bishop is attacking my queen. I was about to blunder that. Queen a7. I'm going to get my king out of the way. No tricks, sir. Let me take. Play rook f5. Man, I'm starving. I think I'm going to go to... I can't. I have to go back to the Simul. What am I doing? There's still some games I have to play. But, yeah, this is looking good. Oh, what? I just gave away my queen. I gave away my queen. My queen's been hit. My queen, the lady has taken a shot. There must be a win here. There just must be. Bishop d7 looks winning. Bishop d7, they take, I take, there. Ooh, yeah, that is winning. Let's go for it. That's beautiful. The Psycho Cowboy? No, I never played Psycho Cowboy. Yeah, here I just dropped my queen. I was not paying attention. I should have just played Queen h4. I would have had very good pressure here. Queen g4, we're hitting the knight. The pawn got some tension here. Bishop f8, gonna start advancing. Let's take on e6. With Simon Williams, nice. You got a lot of fun facts. Dude, I love Simon Williams. Great guy. Definite friend of the show. Very nice, very humble guy also. I remember when I beat him in he was the first the Grandmaster I beat in a classical game. He like offered to go over the game with me. Extremely nice guy. Extremely well-meaning. I have not spoken to him since signing up for this course. I hope to reach out to him at some point. I think he might have seen the files now that I sent out. So look at this. This was really beautiful. I play this. He gets my queen. I'm going to take with check and then take here. His king is stuck here and then I take. And my bishops are just going to rattle the board. I think I should have forced mate there. Keep throwing my pawns up. Gotta keep throwing the pawns up. Gotta keep swinging the chain. Look at this. We're going to take here. The checks never stop. Yeah, I'm losing here. Good game, Igor Rilov. I dropped my queen. A painful one. So if I take here, they can still block with the bishop and try to survive. No, I think that's winning anyway. Yeah, we're going to take. Knight c6. Simon's a really good guy. A really good chap. Look at this. We take here. There's no way to stop mate in 1, I think. I think literally the mate in 1 is unstoppable. There's threats of rook f8 mate. If he takes, I just take. Okay. He's taken back. When is this party bus going to end? The party bus literally never stops. doing here? Rook c6. He wants to play g6. GM, I use dash. You're playing well. You're playing with poise and composure. I really want to push g6. G6 creates... there's some problems g6 creates, but on the other hand, there are just so many benefits. Like, now this pawn is just so good here. In all these positions, that pawn is fantastic. Play king g2. g6? Okay, we're dropping the queen back. How many games I got left? I got 4 games left. The simul has to be over at some point. Yeah, y'all are never going to flag me, to be clear. I'm never going to be flagged this time. I got the science down to a T. That's a good question. NM Buddha. It sounds like, have I met you in real life, by the way, NM Buddha? I feel like I've probably met you. If you're around back in, like, the 2015 chess circles, I probably met you. Kevin's pasta smells delicious. It smells scrumptious. Inception used to be like my favorite movie of all time. But I do love the Minions. Nowadays, I'm less of a Chris Nolan fan than before, but I still think that Inception was done masterfully. Like, I think at some point, Nolan just dipped too far into trying to make his films too complicated. He still makes some fantastic films, definitely. He always puts a lot of work into them. But, yeah, back in the day, like, that was... I think it was definitely Nolan's best movie. Maybe with the possible competitor over The Dark Knight. Yo, see ya, bro. I don't know what the deal with the party bus is. It seems like the party bus is never going to end. Yeah, you definitely could. Queen Spawn, that would be very welcome. Thank you. I forgot how to do all of that stuff. We'll need to, like, edit all of those things in. Four games left. It smells like Kevin is making a grilled cheese, honestly. I have some questions. He said he's making spaghetti. Something doesn't add up here. If it was spaghetti, it wouldn't have so many aromas. Such a flavorful profile. Yeah, Voron, get some sleep, buddy. Dude, I beat you. Oh, give me a hint. I probably remember you. And then Buddha, give me a hint as to which nationals it was. The year you won grades? Was it that same tournament or was it the other tournament? Was it the one in Nashville or Orlando? You welcome. Orlando? Oh, Michael Auger, Nick Thompson, or John Williams. I can't remember the other opponents. I remember the faces of my other opponents, but I can't remember their names. Nice. Welcome to the channel, though. Thanks for joining. Dude, yeah, I felt that. Yeah, it is you, John, isn't it? You rascal. I hope you're doing well, man. Are you still in Arizona? Nice. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I remember like how nice your dad was at all the nationals. I would say hi to him and Just a very friendly guy. Nice. Yeah, man, thanks for saying hi. I hope everything is going well with you. What am I doing here? Yeah, I could imagine. Becoming an adult, chess just... No one's paying for the chess tournaments anymore. Okay, takes, I think I'm winning. I'm gonna take and then win this pawn. Yeah, it's nicer. It's definitely nicer. Yeah, the party... I don't think the party bus is ever gonna end here. It's a Paraguayan staple. Yeah, you have to be from the really OG chess circles to be talking about ICC. Yeah, I never figured out who NY Raven was. That was the mystery. Dude, is there anyone on ICC now? I can't imagine. I went on a few years ago and it was a ghost town. Poor ICC. Chess.com really had the long game down. Everyone counted Chess.com out, and then slowly but surely Chess.com... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, their business model just doesn't make any sense anymore. From what I understand, like, you get way better quality for paying for a membership on Chess.com. Where's the last game I'm supposed to be playing? We got this game here. Hello No One Chess. Very interesting game here. My bishop's been good, my rook's been good, my pawns have been flexible, but he does have these pawns here. ICC's player base isn't... Yeah, that's too bad. They used to have everyone. Nigel Short played against Fischer back in the day on ICC. That's what he thought. It turned out to be a guy using a computer. That was crazy, though. Is that you on that Chessable video? Probably, man. I made a Chessable course. I played Nigel Short several times. He never accepts a rematch. He doesn't respect me. I don't think he likes that I played to checkmate. You have lost... Dude, everyone's been saying that. I have no idea what they're talking about. I've been getting that all the time. I really don't know what anyone's talking about. I'm literally the same exact weight as I was back then. It's just the camera. My face is just as thin as before. Thanks, GM Shadow. I'm trying. Ben asked some really good questions. It is the steak diet. The steak diet, I've been going to the gym a lot. I have a pool on my rooftop. Been very active. And also just like doing chess like 7 hours a day. You burn so many calories. There have been periods of my life where I've just eaten like complete garbage and never really gained much weight. Yeah, maybe. That could also be it, Woolly Llama. I'm gonna get snacking on these pawns. Alright, that should be it. Hello No One Chess, you played very well. Alright, yeah, we gotta go. I gotta finish up. Yeah, thank you all for joining. John, thank you for stopping by. I will see everyone later. Unless otherwise stated, the next stream will be Tuesday.